Be nice if I turn the sound on while talking. Okay, I'm starting to get like Scotty. Okay, once again, like I was saying, I'm glad you're here. Happy birthday to you, Roger. Hell to you. A hell of a lot of health to you and all that good stuff. And yeah, so yeah, I made up the title here just because I made up the last title. One of the other tips, but yes, you're the first here. I don't know what you win exactly, but you know, you can like I do at work. You win the first customer of the day award. You win the last customer of the day award at checkout. So you win the first. You're the first chat win of the day. I don't know who the hell's gonna be the last one. um, 2 points, 3 points, 5 points. Sure, I'll do it. The points don't matter. It's like whose line is it anyway? The points don't matter. Although they could matter if you felt like matter. I clocked on a little early. I'm waiting for dinner to arrive, of course. And last 3 or 4 days, they said it's going to storm, it's going to storm, it's going to storm. It's sunny. It was sunny all day today. So I didn't plan on going anywhere. So, and tomorrow, I don't know if the stores are going to be closed or not. So I'll probably have to go early. Watch tomorrow, it storms. These weather people around here. There's only one on my trust. These weather people's like, oh, it's gonna hail, it's gonna flood, it's gonna storm. I woke up this morning, wasn't even wet outside, nothing. I checked the weather, nothing. I'm like, well, that's a good job. It must have skipped ahead. In this day and age in 2023, you think we can predict the weather? I should have I thought of I really wanted to be a meteorologist at one point, but you got to go through college, and college is a scam, so I'm not doing that shit. They make you go through like 6 years of college. Oh, look at the sky. And they make a shitload of money. But, that's the only job I think of, other than certain potential points, where it's like you can always be wrong, never be fired, and get a bonus or a raise. It's like, oh, the storm's coming, run for your lives. You look outside, it's like, it's sunny outside. Okay, yeah. Oh, I didn't go outside today. Saturday is what we call my sleep day, and I did not plan to sleep most of the day. I stayed up to, I don't know, 1 o'clock, and then I woke up. Whatever time I posted that post this morning, I've been up since that time, 7 o'clock, whatever, and I fell asleep around, I don't know. I went back to sleep pretty later, maybe 8 o'clock, 8:30. I fell back to sleep. And next thing I know, I wake up, it's 3:30, and I go, okay, well, half the day is gone. It's kind of sad. I have to sleep my day away, off day away, but I got another one tomorrow. Yeah, they've been saying it. Well, I was trying to show it on Scotty's last night. It was like rain, hail. I didn't even. I know when it rains because my window, it's not properly sealed. I tried to seal it with caulking and stuff. It's not. The window's. It's not broken. It's just kind of. I don't know. Like when I open my door, it makes that suction sound against the window. So I know when it's windy because it bangs my window. Like if somebody's knocking on it. That's how I can tell you it's bad storming. Plus, I can hear it on the roof. Like when I go in my kitchen, I can hear it. Or if I open up the back patio. But the lights burnt out back there, I think. I do have sensor motion lights back there. Not that anybody's ever going to go in that backyard. And if they do, good luck, because there's like a million potholes back there. The damn squirrels and birds dig up that backyard. You wouldn't make it 2 minutes without tripping or falling. I fill in the holes and they dig them up. So something must have happened last night because part of my fence is broken off in the back. So they must have had a tree knock it down. So that damn fence has lasted less than 2 years and it's already got 4 planks missing. That's really good to know. Never build a fence from Scott. The Scott fences. I want to just pop up. Oh, Um, let's see. What is this? Oh, okay. I didn't even know they were here already. That makes oh, okay. They're quiet out there. Well, at least I know my light works out front. At least I know that damn works. But let's see. There, delete that. Delete that. Delete that. That was fast. DoorDash is never that fast usually. So then again, it's right down the street. It would take me longer to walk there than actually get it there. But, they have a free Big Mac if you order $15. So I say, why the hell not? It's all good. And Elvis has got a challenge. If I get 100 likes, he's gonna buy me a pizza. Now, actually, he wants me to buy the pizza, but I'm gonna be like, Elvis, you need to buy me the pizza. So, I told Elvis, I said, come on now. If I say skull enough times, he'll jump in. No, he's probably sitting right here. Yeah, I have cameras. I have two cameras. I have one. I was thinking about getting a camera in here. I have a camera outside the garage, and I have a camera in the old vacant room. Because my neighbors are assholes. See, there he is. You buy the pizza and I eat it. Well, unfortunately, I can't deliver it to Graceland, but you know, well, that means I have to go get my Big Mac. I got that outside. I was gonna order a pizza tonight. I really was because I have enough free points to do it. But I didn't like anything on the menu, and then they said it would take 3 hours because they're short staffed tonight. So I'm like, the hell with that. One sec, we'll get my dinner. Boo! Oh, wait a minute. I've decided to dedicate eating this Big Mac to Roger since it's his birthday. So why not? um, man, look at this thing with such sticky tape. Sticky tape. Sticky tape. Come on. Let's see if they got this right. They did last night. But I mean, it's just a matter of figma jigs with them. Oh, get over there. Elvis is smashing the like button. That is much appreciated. Smash it about 100 times. That's the only way I'm getting a call it. Oh, there's my cookie. Oh, they put two cookies. I only asked for one cookie, but hey, I guess they want to kill me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Checkmate. And they gave me 4 hot mustards. McDonald's did good today, considering they owe me all the hot mustards and what are we missing today? Well, they did not give me. Well, okay, I guess they made up for it. I didn't get a straw, but unfortunately, sometimes they give me 3 straws. That's the beauty of McDonald's. So here's a straw right here. Sometimes they'll give me 3 straws. Sometimes they'll give me no hot mustards and chicken. The next day they'll give me 5 hot mustards and no, so they make up for it. So they gave me 2 cookies. I paid for one because I was trying to get the $15 because you get a free Big Mac. But no, I didn't eat anything today. So hey, this is I was sleeping, but Elvis buys the free pizza. That's exactly right. That's how I'm saying it. The free pizza. Let's see. That goes there. So I guess it evens out. They gave me a free cookie and a free hot mustard, but they didn't give me a straw. So I guess that works out neat. So it's kind of a thing with them. But they've gave me enough straws lately that I have enough straws for a while. So, so it's all good. They have a good movie on tonight. It's this old something. This old, not this old house, the black old house, or the Boris Karloff movie. If Barbara comes in, she could tell you about it. She's probably watching it. But pretty good movie. But now I'm wondering. That was weird. Screwed out of its cut. I haven't eaten Taco Bell in about 4 years. There is a Taco Bell here, but Taco Bell charges $5.99 for delivery. That's outrageous. McDonald's, Burger King, and Sonic are the only three that don't charge for delivery on DoorDash out here. And if you go on a McDonald's app, they charge you $2.99. See what I do, Rogers? I check my bag. Before I walk out the store, I check my bag. So you gotta realize it's probably a bunch of teenagers back there that don't know what the hell they're doing, or the manager just doesn't really care. Um, you know, years ago when I worked at Wendy's, I was taking the money in the drive-through, and they were screwing up so much on the orders. And people were coming around. Oh, I didn't get my drink. I didn't get my burger. I didn't get this. And I'd be like, hey, what are we doing up here? Let's go. Like, y'all are pissing these customers off and they're coming at me. But shit, my job, everybody wants to work there. Then they realize we have psycho people. So I got into an argument at my job. This stupid, this girl been hired 3 days. She's trying to tell me what to do. And so I told her, leave me alone. I know what I'm doing. I've been here 2 years. I know what I'm doing. Go away. And long story short, my boss tells me, oh, it's my fault because I told her to leave me alone. She's just trying to help you. She's been here 2 days. She doesn't know it. It's a conspiracy. But usually when I go through the drive-thru, we're good because I always check everything out. But one time they gave me a straw and forgot my drink. And of course, you call up McDonald's, and once DoorDash delivers your stuff, that's it. They're not obligated to go back and get the stuff. Although one time I had a DoorDasher that went and did it, so I tipped her. But well, pizza places out here, they got a little mom and pop pizza place, but they're closed. They're only open on Friday and Saturday. That's right across the street on the other side of Pizza Hut, right next to the laundromat. Back that way, so you do that. But I haven't eaten Taco Bell in a long time. If it was close enough, I'm close to the pizza places. I mean, there's a McDonald's down the road, about a mile down the road, going that way. The 24-hour McDonald's is 2 miles down the other way. I have all three pizza places right there. Pizza Hut, little ways is Domino's, little ways is Papa John's. No. and then Dairy Queen's on that side. You go down, we have what we call Diners Row. You name it, you got it. Um, the whole thing's got fast food places on one side, fast food places on the other side. It's crazy. You should have told him, hey, it's my birthday. Give me some free food. You know? Oh, that's pretty cool. These local places are starting to die out lately. Um, uh, I will always support small businesses as much as I can. I had a guy uh, come up my store a few weeks ago, and he was selling something. And he's like, "You want to buy this?" Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, "No, no, no." So all my coworkers were like, "No," and he got really pissed and he started throwing out. He goes, "Damn it!" He goes, "I don't understand y'all people. What the hell?" Because everybody kept kicking him out. We didn't kick him out. And he goes on a tangent about how nobody's buying his food and all this other stuff. And I said, "Well, I'm sorry, I'm not interested in whatever he was selling." You know, I said I support local businesses, but he goes, "Oh, well, I've been doing this for a while," and all this other crap. And I go, "Well, okay, fine, but uh, we have a Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut here, it's a hole in the wall. You walk in, there's a place to sit, and that's it. Um, are they bringing up that damn thing again? Hmm. That's I'm sorry. There's a thing. I'm watching the movie, but they're doing the news stories. There was there's a big battle down here at the library. Uh, they've been trying to prevent transgendered LGBTQ books from being shown to kids. So it's up in arms, and they've been going back and forth on this topic for a long time. And half the people are pissed, half whatever. Some lady on her property put up a big billboard that she had the school kids do. It's love, hate, no, love books, not hate, or something. And it was in her front yard. Somebody set fire to it and burned it down. And apparently, it's all national news now. Um, you know, and I just saw the story again. And I'm like, I just saw this thing. It's crazy. If you don't like something, just don't look at it. I don't get why people are so homophobia about stuff. It is what it is, but it's just crazy out here for that crap. They want to burn books. I'm like, what year are we in? Probably messed up. Well, 6 mom and pop places and 1 pizza. Well, Pizza Hut's going to stay open, but I guess everybody's got their own pizza place. So I'm guessing I don't know if they spread apart, but they must do enough business. Hell, Arby's did so much. At Arby's for years. Nobody went to Arby's out here. And they stayed open in the same location for 10, 12 years. And I kept asking the guy, I said, how do y'all stay open? Nobody's there. He goes, we make just enough money a month. And then they closed. And then about a year ago, Arby's opened back up a little ways down the road where the old KFC building was because KFC went under. And that was a vacant building for about 5 or 6 years. Now Arby's is set up right there. Um, and they just opened a little Slaughter's place that Drew Brees co-owns right there uh, by Rush's. So that whole section is food way, whatever they call it. But yeah, basically with that, they must make just enough money, or they only have a couple employees to stay open. It's got to be that. Oh, Boris Karloff's gonna kill that lady. That's right. Go get her. That's something. Uh, oh, I noticed today. Apparently they did this 2 weeks ago, but Decades TV channel is now Catchy Comedy. They changed the name of it. The white broadcast they own TV, which is watching it. They own a bunch of other stuff. They changed the name, the title, and who did a lot of other things. Yes, Elvis. I'll call him up and I'll say, "Excuse me, where the hell is my straw?" Well, the beauty part about that, Elvis, is they don't answer the phone. I watch comedy. I don't know about stand-up comedy, but I watch it. You know, I was watching Carol Burnett earlier. Um, MeTV plays the Three Stooges from 5 to 7 p.m. every Saturday. So I was watching that. But there's certain comedics I like out there. Just depends on them. But good thing I got the caption on this thing. See, I can still watch it with the caption on. She's like, "Honey, I told you not to bend over in that dress, but you did it anyway." So this movie's from 1932. It's Boris Karloff, but he doesn't speak in this movie. But I've heard of that channel. CV Baseball Card Collector is here. He's in the house. And he's got a premiere or a live stream popping up in about an hour or so. Um, all that good jazz. But yes, I've heard of that, Roger. 800-pound gorilla. I've definitely heard of that. Might have to go on there again. I haven't been on. I don't think I've been on the channel, but I know I've heard of it. Well, let's see. What we got going on? One of these days I'll just eat on camera. I don't care. Now, I've done it before, but I was watching the channel the other day, and this dude was just eating on camera, and he had a shitload of viewers, and I'm like, okay, do people want to sit there and watch people eat? Feature Man. Feature Man is a good channel to check out for the foodies. Um, yeah, that's always good. I'm always looking for new channels to watch. Um, I got Juice coming in my channel now, so I'm starting to attract some big YouTubers here and there. I go in their channel and I just drop. Well, I don't drop my link, but their mods drop my link because dropping your own link actually hurts your progress on YouTube because YouTube don't think you should actually promote yourself. That's why I never drop my link anywhere. I always tell others, well, if you want to drop my link, that's fine. But do it that way. It's always a good thing. But I don't think I can argue with them, Elvis, because I ordered one cookie and they gave me two. So I can't be mad at them tonight. And I only ordered it to get the free Big Mac. So, you know. Well, I don't know who would be. But yeah, it wouldn't make any sense. No one will watch it if it's local. They'd be like, who the hell is this? You know. Well, I've already put up my one time I was in Witch and I accidentally put the Google Chromecast, which they have on their back of the TV, and I hit the button and I had my live stream up there playing, and they didn't tell me shit. Some dude put his Twitch channel on there and he goes, this drawing sucks, but he goes, you know what doesn't suck? My stream. And they'll look at me and go, you ain't got no damn viewers. What the hell, man? You did a live stream with 4 views on it. Are you crazy? Like, what the hell? Nah, I'm not a big person. I'm not a big person. They just laugh at me. They go, no one's watching your channel. It would have to be like local stuff, but I mean, I am going to do a video at a cemetery. I'm like, spirits, is there a message you want me to tell somebody? Yeah. But you got to be real careful with spirits because they can follow you home and then they won't leave. Hi there, Field Guy here. I was wondering if I gave y'all a good review, would you give me free food? I happen to be a professional dumbass. I mean, YouTuber. And would you give me free stuff? Yeah. Well, there was a guy who was doing pranks. Well, I said it on my stream last night. He was doing pranks, and he was doing pranks with something, and he went to pull out his phone, and the guy thought it was a gun and shot him 4 times. And it made national news because I don't know where he's from. Looks like he's from Vegas or something. He was in a mall. So they put his YouTube channel up, the picture and everything. This dude's got, I think, 46. This dude's been on YouTube less than a year. He's got 46,000 subscribers. He's got like 38 videos. I checked this out last night. Okay. So they dropped the video in between. I don't know if it was him or his team or whatever. So they dropped the video. He gets like 10 million hits on that one video. But now granted, he gets shot 4 times. He got shot 4 times, twice in the chest, twice in the arm, from what I read in the story. Okay. So he's rested in the hospital. Now, this dude does stupid shit. He goes up to people. You know, he pranks people. He goes up to people and up with YouTubers. So anyway, the guy, everybody, all the media is showing his YouTube channel. So they're showing his YouTube channel. And I seen it like 3 or 4 times. So I went on his stream. Not a stream. I went on the video and I left a comment and I was like, hey, I don't know much about you. I just know they're showing your story on my local news. And I'm like, you're probably going to get 1 million subscribers now. Good luck to you. And I left because I'm not into pranks like that. This dude was literally just walking up to people and just like tapping them on the shoulder. So I'm surprised he didn't get shot sooner. But yeah, cancel culture is a pain in the ass. But yeah. So this dude had 46,000 subscribers, 38 videos. Okay, I checked it this morning. He's at 92,000. He literally doubled his subscribers in one day because it was national news. And he got shot 4 times. And the guy that shot him was like, hey, it's self-defense. Because basically he's using I thought he was pulling out a gun that the cops use. But he was pulling out his cell phone to film it. But he was doing some kind of reaction. It was a Google Translator where he would talk up when he was going up to people and not speaking English and stuff like that. But the guy actually thought he had a gun because they said he had a gun. So, in my opinion, you don't know nowadays what anybody's pulling out their pocket. So this whole thing is just crazy. But it worked out for this guy. Yeah. He got shot 4 times. But his YouTube channel is now national news, even if it's 15 minutes of fame. And when I went on that thing, apparently his name is Taylor or Tyler. Everybody's like, get well soon, Tyler. I love your videos. I'm like, dude, he got shot 4 times. And all you're thinking about is, I can't wait till you make more videos. It's like, really? I'm like, this dude looks like he's 18, 19 years old. And they interviewed his dad, and his dad was like, well, I kind of see both sides here. I mean, I don't like it that my son was shot, but I'm glad he's not seriously hurt. And it was all a misunderstanding. And I'm like, are you serious? A misunderstanding? A complete stranger comes up to you, puts their hand on the shoulder, and then goes to pull out something out their pocket. Misunderstanding my ass. Someone did that to me, and I had a gun. I'd probably shoot them too. You don't know what they're doing. And I don't even own any guns, but nah. And of course, they're doing it for YouTube, because I guarantee you, if it wasn't a YouTube age, you're not going to go up to people and do weird, stupid stuff. Ridiculous. And I'm not going to give that guy's channel out because he's not getting free publicity from my ass. But yeah. Well, I started doing YouTube just to talk to people. I didn't care about anything else. I just wanted to talk to people, and I was like, hey, how you doing? Whatever. I didn't know anything about monetization. And then somebody was like, hey, you're deleting your videos. And I'm like, yeah. You can make money off of them. I go, oh, okay. I mean, honestly, I didn't make videos till about 4 or 5 years ago. I've had my YouTube channel since damn near the beginning. Who knows? If I would have made videos, maybe I would have been big. Elvis keeps saying I would have hit 10,000 subscribers. Nah, I don't see that. Now Juice does metal detecting. He's almost like 12,000 subscribers. He does a thing. Juice is awesome, and he's part of the Who Dat Nation. So, and I thought about metal detecting, which I've done, but I don't know. I couldn't film it on my other phone, and I don't know how to edit and stuff. And well, Elvis, get out there and promote for me. I mean, if I got 10,000. Hey, it doesn't matter if I have 1 million subscribers. If people are not watching my content, it doesn't mean a thing. The other day, last week when I did that LSU silent stream, not so silent, I had 250 views, average watch time, 1.5 minutes. I streamed for 1.5 hours and got 2 hours of watch time. I had 250 views. Those views didn't matter because I didn't get any watch time, really. So, it doesn't. There's these big YouTubers. I was on a YouTuber this last night, and they have 67,000 subscribers. They do a live stream and they get 4 people in the live stream, and I'm like, Shouldn't you have more people in your live stream? If you have 67,000, shouldn't you have more than 4 people? Which brings the question. Of course, those Filipino channels, most of them cheat. I'm not saying all of them do. Most of them do. Within 30 days, they're monetized, which is like crazy. But there are some good Filipino YouTube channels out there. Exotic Filipina, I watch her. Penis Habit, I watch her. Uh, um, and there's another one I watch. Every once in a while they come to my channel, but there's like a 12-hour time difference, so I don't really expect them to come in my live stream. It's 8 o'clock in the morning over there. They're probably sleeping, and it's Easter over there. And I am going to do an Easter stream tomorrow, probably, I don't know, 1, 2 o'clock. I don't have anything dressed up, but I'll pull an egg out the fridge and I don't know, I'll eat it. I don't know. I'll do something. I'll be like, here's an egg. Merry Christmas. All right. But, Elvis, I can't stop progress. Maybe I'll get 10,000. Who knows? But, I don't know. Well, I used to have a dartboard, and I used to have darts, but I don't know what happened to them when I moved. I lost it or something. Maybe I'll get a dartboard. Be like, okay, I hit the middle. When did you hit the bottom? But I guess I could. You see, there lies the problem, Roger. I don't do giveaways. Yeah, if I did giveaways like all the big coin channels, yeah, I could do that. When you do contests, quizzes, or games, what happens is there are people out there that only come in your stream to win stuff. And if they don't, then they report your channel for gambling or some shit like that. No, Elvis, once again, you are wrong. I did not give up. Elvis, this is what happened. I got hacked. I lost my channel for 5 or 6 months. I couldn't get into my YouTube channel. I didn't have control of it. By the time I got the channel back, it killed the momentum. So you have to get your facts straight. I did not give up. I could not get in the YouTube channel to begin with. Somebody hacked it completely. And they never did find out who did it because they cover their tracks and YouTube don't care. YouTube just gave it back to me one day. So I didn't give up anything. I'm just not starting over. I'm not going to bust my ass and start over. But, at least all my videos were still up and they don't have anything on it. But, yeah, it's just, if I get more than 2 people in here, maybe. I mean, think about this, right? There are people that just don't come in here anymore. That's just the bottom line. They just don't. Who the hell's going to come up in here if I'm not giving away stuff? I guess so, but throw that in there. Nah, most people come up in here. I mean, not now, but I mean, there's a lot of what the hell is it? Get out of that. Yeah, well, I'll tell you the reason why Steph, in my opinion, doesn't come up in here anymore. Probably because of Durwood. Durwood was stalking her, apparently. I haven't seen him in a while either, but Steph will say she's busy. Yeah, Maggie comes in every once in a while. Nah, she ain't here. No, well, Steph said she was busy with stuff, but it's because Durwood kept stalking her, and I don't like that. See, people do shit, and they affect my chat like that. It pissed me off. So I'm thinking she probably doesn't come in anymore because Durwood does. But I haven't seen Durwood in a year. So, but the one time she comes up in here, I bet you he'd pop in. It's just crazy. Well, when I interview Scotty again, I'm gonna interview Wendy at some point because she already said okay. I'm gonna interview Sarah at some point because she said okay. See, I start selling. You know what I should do? I got it. I'm gonna interview. I got it. It's a perfect idea. Perfect. I should interview Rainey. Oh, see, I haven't been knocking my notifications. I'll drag them in here. Wait, I haven't. Usually I was sending him invites. I just haven't sent him messages lately. But Doug's probably been working hard for Easter Sunday. Somebody's got to sell those tires. Let me see if he's online. Let me see if he's on the Facebook. I'll pull him up if he's around. Mm-hmm. Doug's on Facebook. Oh, he's doing fire therapy. Wait a minute. Let's see. Hold on. Come on. I don't know why it's. Oh, he must have just went off. Hold on. I can't see the screen right now, so there he is. Yeah. Yeah, Doug hadn't come in my stream in a few weeks, but that's okay. I wish I could get Amanda Shaw on my stream. There you go. I left him a message. I said, I'm streaming. Roger wants you to come in, so hurry up. Oh, I'm sorry that Tanawaz disappeared off the face of the planet. Nobody knows what he is. Tanawaz in New Zealand. That's a freaking island all the way across the freaking world. But I got Doug's phone number. I just don't call him. Yeah, Doug only lives 3 hours to the to the east of me. So he's closer when I go to my aunt's house. He's close that way. Like when I go to my aunt's house, he's only 45 minutes or so away. I just never. I think when I go to my aunt's house in a month or two, I might meet Doug, might do a YouTube video. What I don't know. But yeah, my life sucks too. I hate it. It's not the best in the world. I guess I have a lot of things to look forward to, but I don't know. Well, I appreciate you, of course, Roger. But oh hell, you got a hot wife sitting there. Wake her up and say, "Hey, honey, let's do something." I mean, I hope you did something today for your birthday. I hope. I wanted to send. Yeah, you never send me your PayPal on Instagram because I wanted to donate to the Kinsey cause, but I couldn't do it through GoFundMe because they wanted to charge me. That way I'll send you a few dollars to PayPal, and it's not much, but it can help. I got to do my taxes. I'm just slacking on that shit. That way we're like, hey, here you go, Merry Christmas. Usually when I message Scotty and I tell him I'm live, he'll message me back at like 11:30 or midnight. And he goes, "Are you still on?" And I go, "No." I said, "I was on." I said, "I don't spend that much on." Now I could call Scotty up and go, "Hey, get on my channel." But I don't like to bug people. Oh, there he is. Doug Stackis is here. I'll send you a link. Yeah, Roger's birthday is today. He said, "Where the hell is Doug? I need Doug." So let me. That's funny. You had to send it that much? Hold on. You're gonna get I mean I have to turn my sound on. Wait a sec. Yeah, okay, whenever you can send it, Roger, it's all good. Oh, I'm sorry that Carly wasn't feeling good today. Um we gotta get everybody on the right page. Cajun's birthday was yesterday, the day before, and I missed his birthday stream. I feel bad about that. There's the link, Sir Stackis of Tires. There we go. Now I gotta turn my sound on. All right. So the people out here, there's an oil change thing out here. Now I was asking them about tires. Which tire is just as good as Michelin but cheaper? And he's like, oh, it's this tire and this tire. I said, what's the price? He goes, well, I can't really quote you a price. What the fuck? There he is. I think he's out to kill me.
What's
Sir Stackis.
How's it going?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Appreciate you, Roger. Yeah, Roger had a birthday today. So
yeah, the birthday.
He was wondering. He goes, I haven't seen Doug in a while. I said, yeah. I said, I'll wake him up. I said, he's probably. I just saw the picture on Facebook. You were doing the fire therapy. I said, he's probably outside. Yep. He's outside burning the house down right now.
I'm trying to make Louisiana like Nebraska. One tree.
Why not? Right? Shit, we ain't got enough. We got all these problems now. Yeah. It's like a daily soap opera down here.
Oh my! I don't even pay attention no more.
Yeah, I get clips and because I follow the WWL and WD, the local stations out here in New Orleans. So I follow them on YouTube, so I get clips of this, and it's either 4 people killed on the highway. They're out there standing on the highway off Bullard, and they're shooting bullets off the service road, and it's striking people as they're driving. The cops can't do nothing about it. Or it's LaToya Cantrell screwing up the world again. I'm telling you, she's making a run to screw up the planet. She's just using New Orleans as the vocal point.
Jesus Christ, Roger. Dude, those guys are freaking ripping you off.
Tires should not cost that much.
No way. Look, honestly, if he needed 4 trailer tires, if they're 225, 75, 15s, I can get them 8-ply for a little over $400 plus tax, and 10-ply is like $420 plus tax. That's put on. So those guys are ripping you off.
Yeah, that's way too much for anything. But
But
I was asking these guys right down the street from where I work at. They had that grand opening, even though they've been open for 6 months now. They were handing me coupons. No, this is what I asked them, Doug, and I'll ask you the same question. I was asking them a question. What's the best tire that's like a Michelin where you don't slip, but cheaper, like an off-brand? And he told me some name that starts with a V, which I don't know. And then I asked him what's the price, and he goes, well, I can't give you a quote right now. I told him the car, the make, the model, and he's like, well, I can give you a quote on it. He goes, you'd have to come in and talk to me. And I'm like, okay.
No, those that start with a V is probably a Vercelli.
That's what he said. Yeah.
Yeah. I forget who makes that, but Michelin, I'll tell you, is by far the best tire.
They're just expensive because obviously they're a name brand.
Yeah, you're looking at 320. Why is this freaking echoing? Now it's not. It was echoing on my side, but it
Oh,
stopped.
well, if you hear the
Um,
alien noise, let me know.
yeah, but one of the best tires for cheap, I would say, is like a Road One Cavalry, Road One Atheon. Those are made by Pirelli, and Pirelli is a very good tire.
Well, does it work on a Ford Taurus?
Yeah, I can get a Pirelli on a Ford Taurus. I mean a Road One on a Ford Taurus.
Okay, because I was asking for my mother. She was asking me because the car, when it rains out here, it kind of not turbo planes, but kind of gets to that point. And I told her, I said, well, I know somebody. I told her about you, and I said, well, I know
Mhm.
him. I'll ask him and see. She's like, well, get the name, write it down, blah blah. But but then she was like, well, how much you think it is, and
Well,
like
it all depends on the size. And I can't look it up right now because I don't have my computer with me. But I mean, if you get me the size, and I could tell you how much you expect to pay. Now, I'm not going to be able to tell you the exact cost because every tire guy is different. They mark their tires up accordingly.
yeah, no, I get that point, but it's um, like like you were saying with Roger, like 700, 400. That's a big, pretty difference.
Yeah, that's a big difference, and a
Yeah.
lot of it has to do with where he's at and where I'm at. And
Mm-hmm.
honestly, as far as new tires are concerned, they're not supposed to be making a killing off of. Like I said, uh, they make what they want off of the tires. But if it's a good place, like me, I tend to keep my prices a little lower because I want more people to come. I'd rather make less of a profit off of every tire sale and have them come back rather than screw them and maybe only have them as a one-time customer.
Yeah, you want repeat business. No, I get that. But yeah, they came into my work and they were handing out coupons. I thought it was food people because all the food people in the town center, they come in my work and they hand us coupons. They give us croissants and free food and stuff to get them to go over to that damn place. So I'm like, okay, and I'm like, when he comes up to me, I said, I didn't expect the tire oil change people to come up in here. I was
Hey,
like,
one second, Roger. Do you know the brand tire that they quoted you? I mean, because Pirellis don't come in trailer tires. I mean, they have Hankook in trailer tires, but you want to try to stay with like something called Freedom Hauler or Super Cargo.
he was saying he put Pirelli tires on all his sports cars.
Yeah,
He
in
must have.
another life.
Roger must have been a millionaire playboy back in the day. He was Bruce Wayne.
that
Ironically enough, the guy, there was a guy who owned the FedEx down here. You know how they do the trucks and they independently owned, franchised or whatever.
hmm
Well, the main guy sold out about 6 months ago, and this guy bought it. And the guy's name is Bruce Wayne.
Oh, geez.
So I met him, and this guy's really cheap because a lot of his drivers quit because apparently he only pays like less than $11 for FedEx, which is, from what I heard, really really cheap. So making him work like whatever time. But I met the guy; he was all right with me. But I was like, "Hey, Batman, how you doing?" Because he spent over $1,000 in that one day buying shoes. So
Oh yeah.
he's got money, but
hmm
he's definitely got money. But last week the guy, the FedEx driver, he was carrying 4 big tires in his truck, and I go, "What you got tires for?" And he goes, "Oh, I gotta." He delivers to the whole town center, but then there's apartments on the other side, back behind there where the cemetery is and stuff like that. Back the other way. If you've seen that water fountain video I did last week before, cemeteries on the right in the woods, and then behind that there's like apartments where they pay like $2,000 a month and stuff because it's right there by the mall. It's
Yeah.
got all the, so it's really 1,300, 2,300 a month for rent. And he goes, "Oh, I got to bring these 4 tires to so and so." I said, "No, dump them tires here." I said, "I need 4 tires." Shit, I'll take them off your truck right now. Here's $5.
Yeah, yeah.
And there were, I don't know what tires. I couldn't tell you. They were just tires, and I'm like, "That's interesting."
Honestly, yeah. When you get a chance, get the size tire, and I can get you a quote on some tires.
I won't see it till tomorrow, but
That's fine.
yeah, because when it's been raining. Well, they said it's been rain. Has it been raining by you? Because the last 3 or 4 days it's been windy, and they've been saying for the last 2 days, hail, thunderstorms, gonna rain. I ain't seen one drop of anything.
It rained all pretty much the afternoon Friday, all Friday night, and it rained up until about 5 o'clock this morning.
See, that's what it was supposed to do here. That because they were saying last night around 11:30, I'm watching Perry Mason, and they're talking about tornado warnings and hail and 70-mile-an-hour winds. I didn't hear nothing. I woke up this morning, nothing. I asked my mom, I'm like, "Did you hear anything?" No. And I'm like, this is the 3rd day in a row they told us it's going to be 60-mile-an-hour winds, hail, all this stuff, and nothing happened. Like yesterday, it drizzled a few times, and it's been really dark, like partly cloudy, really, but it didn't rain. So now they were saying tomorrow it might rain, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think that system. I think that system's gone.
Yeah, because they were saying, "Oh, low pressure," and then they were saying, "Well, this is not a hurricane." But everything that they said, that this weather guy said, nothing was right. Nothing.
And he still got a job.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about going into meteorology. That's the only job where you could be wrong every time about your job. Not only keep your job, but get a raise and a bonus and make a career out of it.
Yeah, but then you'd have to buy into the whole global warming bull crap.
Yeah, that's bullshit too. I can't believe they think global warming's real. Like, what the fuck, really?
Well, it is real.
Well, it's like the Ice Age stuff, but
no, I mean we've been warming since the Ice Age, but climate change is real because the climate's been changing every second of every day for the last friggin' 4 billion years.
Yeah, that part's real. But when
so I mean,
try to, hey, CB.
They try to tax us to stop it. We can never stop it.
I mean, climate change is there, but it's not as bad as they always claim to say it is. Of course, we put all the gas house effect we put all the shit in the atmosphere. Yeah, it's gonna mess up stuff, but
okay, but climate change is a stupid phrase because the climate constantly changes.
Yeah.
They took it from global warming to climate change because there was really no significant warming in the last 20 years.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the only reason that exists is because, hey, people are stupid enough to donate to our cause. It's like, hey, let's get some money from these people.
But certain places have been warming, and certain places have been cooling. Like, okay, the coasts of Antarctica are warming, the coasts, but they're not telling you. They're not telling us how much snowpack is actually going on the middle of it, and the same with Greenland. Greenland is melting on the coast, but in the middle of Greenland, the snowpack is absolutely insane.
Yeah, they only show you what they want to show you,
and a lot of what Antarctica is doing, how they're melting, is a lot of the freaking volcanoes that are going off under the glaciers.
Yeah,
but
yeah, I mean, it's a cycle, like you were saying, ice age, and it warms up. There's another ice age. I mean, the Earth is off its axis by like 6%. There's, it's not. That's the only reason why we have seasons. Because when that asteroid hit, it knocked it off the axis just a little bit. I mean, the Earth wobbles. You just can't feel it. It does
Yeah.
wobble from time to time. That's why we have earthquakes and stuff. The Earth was not meant to have seasons.
Well, I like how
Hey,
they
Chuck,
say
what's going on?
I like how they say oil is fossil fuels. Oil is not fossil fuels. I mean, there was not that many damn dinosaurs,
Yeah.
and dinosaurs don't regenerate once they're taken out of the freaking ground. You know,
Uh-huh.
oil is oil is made as the plates move. You know, it's what makes the plates move. We're taking it out, but it regenerates itself. So pretty much, it's pretty much like a car.
Uh-huh.
It's always going to regenerate.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's grouped into fossil fuels because it's been in the ground for millions of years. It decomposed under pressure. Anything in the ground is going to turn into oil eventually. It's going to decompose. It's going to, like diamonds. You take coal and you crush it long enough, it's going to be It's going to turn into a diamond. But it's not like it's not the only source, obviously.
Yeah.
So they just group everything together. I mean, were there 472 million dinosaurs? I don't know. But it's just the whole thing. My theories.
It's my theories too, Elvis.
See? Nah, he's just getting on my ass. He just likes to give me a hard time. I could sit here and just like say nothing. He'd be like, we should bring this up on Scotty's show tomorrow. Be like, hey, Scotty, what do you think about just like last night? Well, last night he was talking about something, and I started talking about there are two genders, blah blah blah, and we were talking. And he goes, well, this is not what this show's really about. And I felt like saying, well, you brought that topic up. That's why I was going with it, because I started to talk about Ghost. You know how he is. He talks about one thing and the next thing. If you're talking about this, I'm going to bring this up.
I love Scotty to death, but I mean, he brings up a topic and he hardly ever talks about that topic.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I'm like, how do you get away with that? See, that's why I don't do topics. Because if you do topics, then you're really committed on that topic. Because he told me you should come up with a topic. Well, if I'm doing a 3-hour live stream and I'm talking about a topic for 20 minutes, people are going to be like, he talked about that for 3 hours. I'm not going to watch that. I mean,
yeah.
So I don't really do topics. I just talk about whatever I feel like talking about. That's just the whole thing. I think he's doing it. I think he's doing one in the morning.
Yeah, usually we'll probably see the little notification in about 3 hours.
Yeah, I don't really check Facebook too much as I used to. I mean, I'll see a tag on there and I'll have like 17 tags. And I'm like, I hate when people tag me on there.
See, I have it set my Facebook set up to where they can tag me, but I have to approve it or not.
Yeah.
So this way I don't have 900 friggin' Facebook posts.
Yeah.
I do my 5, I get done.
Yeah. Elvis is drunk or high or both.
Okay. Elvis, all I have to say to that is Eli Manning.
There. See? There we go. Eli Manning is from New Orleans too, by the way, so there you go.
2 times.
You know, the funny part is, I wonder, who did he beat those 2 times when he won that Super Bowl? Think about that one. So, both times, if I remember right, both times he played Brady.
Yep.
And both times he beat him.
And one was the undefeated season.
Yep. I don't know. See, Eli had all the success against Brady, but Peyton didn't have as much success as far as the playoffs and beating them. But
the thing is, I'm a Giants fan. I never really liked Eli Manning. Eli Manning, to me, threw too many damn interceptions. There was one game against Minnesota in the playoffs. He threw like 5 interceptions. I'm like, he had 10 completions, and 5 of them were to the freaking Vikings.
Don't give the Vikings good props in here. Elvis will keep rolling.
I'm not giving props to any Viking. I don't like the Vikings.
Man, Chuck, you just brought up a name that's going to bring few. I don't like Joe Montana.
He's dating himself.
Probably, yeah. No, I met Joe Montana. I already met him. He was an asshole to me. I met him. His son played for Tulane. Was the quarterback. Yeah, he was sitting in the Superdome. I was sitting not that far away from him, and I went up to him and I was like, "Hey, get an autograph." Blah, blah, blah. He's like, "I'm not Joe Montana," and I knew he was. And his wife was like, "Why don't you sign this piece of paper?" He wouldn't sign. He basically was like, "Leave me alone, go away." And I'm like, "All right, well, the hell with you then." So whatever.
Hey, Elvis, how was that Viking defense against the Giants in the playoffs?
Give him a few minutes. See what he says with that. All you gotta do is go. So Elvis, what happened really in 1998 when the Vikings choked? Why did the Vikings not beat the Falcons when they should have? Yeah. I mean, no, I never did like Joe Montana. Hell, he won the Super Bowl in the Superdome.
And like I said, I'm a Giants fan. I was never really sold on Eli Manning. Just like now they have freaking Danny Dimes and Daniel Jones. I don't like that
him. He won. Look, the thing is about him. He had one good season, and last year was okay. He wants $40 million a year,
and he got it.
Yeah, my logic is he's not that good. He's good enough. But
he's not a $40 million quarterback.
No.
There's no way in hell he's a $40 million. And when they freaking drafted him, honestly, that was the biggest mistake they did. I mean, Haskins is dead now, but it was Haskins and Daniel Jones. Man, I would have picked Haskins over Jones any day.
Exactly. Roger, they are leaving Soldier Field. They're going to move out to the suburbs. I forgot the city, but yeah, they're moving like 30, 40 miles away from Soldier Field because they signed the contract. Most teams in the NFL and even Major League Baseball, they don't play in the city that their name of the city is. I mean, the Giants playing in the Meadowlands in New Jersey. Same thing with the Jets. They don't play in New York.
Yeah, it's 8 miles from Manhattan.
Yeah.
The Mets play in Queens. The Yankees play in the Bronx. I mean, it is New York, but
that really. I'm not going to say anything because that's New York. Like the Dallas Cowboys, they don't play in Dallas; they play in Irving.
Irving, which is pretty much Dallas. I mean, but then again, they call it Dallas-Fort Worth. Fort Worth is 40 miles away from Dallas.
Yeah, I never understood that either, why they do that. But, it is absolutely crazy. Yeah, Daniel Jones is not a $40 million quarterback. I'm sorry.
No.
Now, maybe if he leads the Giants to a couple of Super Bowls, okay. But, I mean, if Daniel Jones is worth $40 million, you might as well give somebody like who's the bottom of the barrel, like a backup quarterback.
Geno Smith.
You might as well give Teddy Bridgewater $30 million.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy.
Honestly, I mean, Daniel Jones is probably better than what he's shown because he hasn't really had a friggin' receiver core.
Well, when you give the ball to Saquon Barkley 20 times a game, but I mean, the first year he was injured. But
he was injured every year he's been in the league except for this year.
Yeah, and he makes a lot of money too.
Well, no, they franchise tagged him.
Oh, see, we didn't use the franchise tag on anyone yet. No, the bottom of the barrel is called Matt Ryan.
They franchised Saquon because they paid Daniel Jones this year.
Yeah, they don't have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
The Cowboys, that's why they got rid of Elliott and this one and that one. They paid $150 million out of the $200-something million salary to 5 of their players.
Yeah, well,
they paid most of it to Dak and Prescott, and Elliott. They got to the point this year where Elliott was going to get paid $30-something million. They had to let him go. There's a point that just happened when Michael Thomas was due a $32 million signing bonus. You think he was getting that shit? They redid his contract. It was like, nah, he's still going to get it, but they prorated it. You know, what they did with and stuff. But Andreas Pete, after this year, he's finally gone. We can get rid of his ass because he's due $30-something million next year. And he counts dead cap. He counts $40 million against the cap. So they redid his contract. So basically, after this year, he's a free agent. You know the Saints aren't going to give him $40 million for a right tackle. There ain't no way.
The whole Scott Boras thing blew it out of the water with the what was it? It was Ken Griffey Jr. or Alex Rodriguez. I think it was Alex Rodriguez.
Oh, the $300 million contract or whatever it was.
Yeah, but that's when salaries went stupid crazy because they were paying some people $5 million a year, but now they're paying freaking $25, $40, $50 million a year. It's like, dude, really? To throw around a baseball or a football? I don't think so.
Yeah. Yeah, Roger, city land is worth too much, but the Bears have been trying to get out of Soldier Field for years. It's crumbling, but it's the water of the lake is crumbling. It crumbles everything, It's just crazy. I mean, if the Saints could build another stadium, they probably would. It's just where would they put it? There is nowhere to put it in the city of New Orleans or even outside the city of New Orleans. You go this way, it's water. You go that way, it's water. I mean, that's why the Saints, if they ever build anything, they'd have to tear the Superdome down.
They'd probably have to tear the Superdome down or go to Metairie or Kenner.
Yeah, probably could. Well, I mean, theoretically, the Shrine on Airline is just sitting it's vacant now. Nobody's using that. And that is right next to the Saints facility.
Yeah.
Right there. So theoretically, I mean, they could build a stadium, they could turn that stadium, build that, make that it's right there. Now it's pretty far away from, it's off of Airline.
Yeah.
But you're still going to have a fan base.
Hey, Elvis, I don't know if you know, Ken Griffey Jr. is the third highest paid Cincinnati Red right now this year.
Yeah, he signed one of those. A lot of these. See, the only thing about the thing, Bobby Bonilla is the only one that really gets publicity for this. But Bruce Sutter, he just passed away this last year. Bruce Sutter deferred his contract. He signed
and he got paid up until last year.
And yeah, his contract ended last year where he got an $8 million balloon bonus. He had when Ted Turner signed him in the 80s, he had a 4-year, $5 million contract. He deferred it. And to where he was getting balloon payments every year over 30 years. So yeah, Ken Griffey Jr. did the same thing. They defer it. Because when Ken Griffey Jr. played for the Reds, he was mostly injured a lot. He slammed into the wall. He broke his wrist. He was just never – he had a few good years, but he was just never the same. So, yeah, he went into one of those deferring things. But the only one that ever gets celebrated is Bobby Bonilla. A lot of athletes did it. Joe Montana did it. You don't hear about that. Bobby Bo is the second or third highest on the Mets. And he gets
not this year. No.
Maybe not this year, but he was. But
he got $1.16 million, I think, every June 30th or whatever day that was.
June 1st, Bobby Bonilla Day.
The Mets absolutely went stupid.
Hey, Barbara, how you doing?
Stupid contracts this year. I mean,
they aren't really doing anything right now because.
Well, it's the beginning of the season. I mean, Max Scherzer. Yeah, they started off fast, but it was against the Marlins.
Well, if I remember right, didn't Steve Cohen buy the Mets?
Yeah,
he bought them from the
Will Pons and Doubledays.
Yeah, Will Pons. That's right. He celebrated Bobby Bonilla Day because they told him, his advisors, you should pay him off because they owe Bobby Bonilla like $40 million.
Well, I think his contract is done in 2036. He'll be like 79 years old.
It's either 2036 or 2032. I can't remember what. He gets
Yeah,
I think it's 1.34 million, somewhere around there.
I thought it was 1.16, but who cares?
It's 8.5% interest that he gets off of that contract.
All I know is it's a whole hell of a lot more than what I mean.
So when Steve Cohen bought the team, he celebrated at Bobby Bonilla Day. He invited Bobby Bonilla down to the field and sit in the luxury box and stuff, and he threw a party and everything. And he was like, I'm going to celebrate this every year. He goes, this is a publicity thing. He goes, I can use this. Why would I just pay him off? He could pay him off. He don't care about money. He could just say, here's $40 million, go away. He's like, no, I'm going to use this because Bobby Bonilla gets so much publicity. He even, I think one game he had Bobby Bonilla be the first base coach.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Well, I mean, if you're getting all this publicity for the team, the only thing, I drafted Jeff McNeil on my fantasy team. He was a batting champion last year. He's freaking hitting 240 right now. And I did get Scherzer. So Scherzer's like 1-0 or 2-0.
No, Scherzer got beat bad the other day.
Really?
Yeah. I think he gave up 5 earned runs.
Oh, I could have sworn he was 2-0. Maybe he lost. I don't know, but I know wasn't opening day. I think it was like this. Maybe it was opening day.
Opening day he won, and then
Barber's never had a wrench. What are you talking about, Elvis?
Then the Mets went to Milwaukee and got swept by Milwaukee, shut out twice.
Yeah, because the offense is bad, right? But like you said, it's the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
But they had this year was different because they had the World Baseball Classic. So a lot of these teams didn't have 20 games. They had 10, 7 because they had off, or they were playing exhibition games. Like the Marlins were playing a lot of these high school teams and college teams. Johnny Cuoto got freaking knocked up the other day, like 10 runs, and I said, shit.
Yeah.
I put him on my fantasy team because every year he starts off slow. Like last year, he started off 0-6. And then he got traded from the Giants to the White Sox, and he won like 12 games in a row out of nowhere. And he finished with like a 12-8 record or something like that.
Yeah.
So he's got his moments. My cell phone is sitting right there. The flip phone is still on the floor. Just I don't have anything on it anymore. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know the records. I think baseball is like about 12 games in. It's pretty early. People are already like, oh, so and so is going to hit this. There's a few players on my team that I drafted. They are freaking ridiculous right now. I can't remember who. There's a guy already got like 15 stolen bases out there. I forget who it is exactly. Like, I'm like, that can't be right. I'm like, 15 stolen bases already? Because nobody steals nowadays. They don't steal bases. There is no more Ricky Hendersons out there. Back in the day it was small ball. You hit now it's like home run, boom, boom, boom. Back then they played small ball. You bunt, you get hit, you steal a few bases. You like Billy ball. You create a run, there you go. The birth of Ricky Henderson started under Billy Martin, basically, and because nobody's going to break that record. There's nobody that's going to get 1,406 stolen bases. I think it's either way. It's 1,406 or 1,403.
No, I don't remember. I used to know all the stats as far as
I think it's 1,406 stolen bases that he has.
Yeah.
Oh, Ricky Henderson played till he was damn near. He played in the major leagues till he was like 45, and then he played a couple years independent. And then the A's wanted to bring him back on his 50th birthday as a publicity stunt. And Ricky's like, I'm not coming back for one game. He goes, I can play. He goes, I want to play the whole season. I'm not going to come back for one game.
Yeah. I just saw something recently, right before the season started, and I didn't know this, but Julio Franco, I don't know if you remember him.
Yeah.
He played until he was 58. Now, not in the major leagues. I think
No, I know the story. Yeah, I have
he
his
was
stats.
48. He was 48 when he left the MLB, but he played another 10 years.
Yeah. Oh, he was made. Let me go back here. Yeah. Oh, I know the story about Julio Franco. He's actually on my thumbnail on my bookmark thingamajig. I have to turn on my camera to show this because I can't do it any other way. Where's the phone? Where, phone? I'll flip on the camera. Sure. Get to see my ugly face for a moment. All right, there it is.
Damn.
Donald's bag line in the back, whatever. Okay. Wait a minute. I don't know if you can see. I'm going to use this as a mirror. Maybe you can't see it. But anyway, right up there, my bookmarks.
Uh-huh.
Well, I don't know. You can't really see it, but Julio Franco is like sixth on my bookmark because I write down a lot of stats. So Julio Franco's on my bookmark. Yeah, he played. Well, you know better as I do. In his late 40s, the Mets liked him, so they kept re-signing him as a utility player. And then he went to the Braves for one season, and the Mets wanted him back. So he kept going back and forth between the Mets and the Braves. And then he went to indie ball, and he was coaching a team 4 or 5 years ago, independent ball in Puerto Rico. And they were like, you should come play. You should be a player manager. So he came out of retirement. He played a few games, stole a base, and they were like, wow. And then all of a sudden, who's my favorite baseball player of all time? There's a lot of them. I like Babe Ruth, obviously. Christy Mathewson was a good pitcher back in the early days. Ty Cobb, despite everyone's bullshit saying he was a bad guy, really wasn't.
Shoeless Joe Jackson.
Shoeless Joe Jackson have a Facebook page where he should be in the Hall of Fame. He got blackballed for no reason. Let's see. The players I grew up with in the 90s, obviously I have my binder. Wade Boggs, Sandberg, Griffey, Frank Thomas, Nolan Ryan, who's around forever. I like Tommy John.
Who's my favorite ball player that I hated on the team I hated the most is Bill Buckner.
Oh, hell. Yeah. Well, I bet you liked him when he let the ball roll between his legs.
That's why he's my favorite player.
Funny enough, I was watching a video about that today. There's this guy.
And that's all he was.
It was about the 1986 World Series and how the Mets came back. And, I already know the story. But if it wasn't for that, the Mets wouldn't have won that year.
That's pretty much all he was remembered for in Boston.
Yeah, he passed away a few years ago.
Yeah.
He had cancer, I think, but he was a real good ball player. He was around for 20 years or so. He played a few years after that. I think after that he went to the Angels, and I think he retired with the Royals. I have Nolan Ryan's. No, I don't have Nolan Ryan's rookie. I have Randy Johnson's rookie cards. I have Nolan Ryan cards going back to like 1972 or 71.
I bought a Nolan Ryan rookie card about a month before he got his 5,000th strikeout.
Which was against Ricky Henderson.
Yes, and it was I want to say it was only like $10 or $15 at the time, and when he got his 5,000, it tripled or more.
10 or 15. Nolan Ryan rookie card nowadays, you're lucky if you can get one for $500.
I know.
Well,
it's somewhere in my dad's house.
There's an 83 super veteran Nolan Ryan card. 83 tops.
Didn't he come in like in 69 or something?
66.
66. Okay.
Well, he had 1 year he was hurt. He had not Tommy John, so he had elbow surgery or something, which was basically the same thing. So he missed a season. So he played from 66 to 93.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason he retired, he said he was going to play till he's 50. The only reason he retired is because his arm finally gave out. He was pitching in the game, and his arm blew out. He tore his rotator cuff, CL, and they said you'd be out a year. Basically, he was just like, okay, well, I guess I'm done.
Oh, see that's the messed up thing. The Tommy John surgery is named after Tommy John. It ended his career. But there's kids in freaking high school getting Tommy John surgery.
Tommy John didn't end that surgery didn't end his career.
I thought it did.
No. He pitched another 15 years after that.
Oh well. Then
Tommy
I'm
John pitched until he was 47 years old. He pitched for the Yankees at the end of his career at 87, 88, 89. Oh, yeah, no, I could pull out stuff. No, Tommy John got hurt in 75. They told him it was going to end his career. He missed about a year and a half, and then he came back, and he won like 20-something games for the Dodgers. And
okay, I was under the impression that it ended his career. I forgot. I didn't pay attention.
No, I can't see where I'm aiming this. There's the Ken Griffey Jr. Elvis. Oh, I forgot I had a Drew Brees card sitting here with the Chargers. Let's see. No, we can't see Bo. Bo doesn't know anything.
Hey, no. Did that I saw a little snippet. I wasn't paying too close attention. Did Rodgers go to the Jets?
I don't think it happened yet. I really don't.
Okay.
I don't know where the Ted Williams card is. It's probably over there somewhere. Aaron Rodgers came out about 3 weeks ago, a month ago, and said, I'm a Jet. He goes, I'm going to let Green Bay handle the negotiations, but I haven't heard anything yet.
I saw something. It said breaking news. It was on one of the Google channels, and you know how you can trust Google. You can trust them as far as you throw them, but that's what I saw today, and I didn't read the article. But
if it happened today, I didn't hear anything about it because I was sleeping most of the day.
Oh, okay.
No, because it says here, the Wikipedia still got him as a member of the Packers. It says, Jets GM reassures fans, deal for Packers quarterback will happen. Says he's confident after the draft. They're probably waiting until after the draft. Yeah, right now he's still on the Packers.
Okay.
Yeah, because what happened is Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers went into that retreat and came out of that retreat and was just like, I'm done with the Packers, basically. Because the Packers totally ignored him and they wouldn't talk to him and this and that. And
that's because you know what he does on the retreat, right?
He probably smokes pot.
No, he does worse than pot.
Oh, probably so. I know he's got like a little shack because they showed the inside of it. He's a millionaire, but last year he wanted to quit the Packers. If you remember, after last year he wanted to be traded.
I thought that was the year before.
Aaron Rodgers learned from the best, the master, Brett Favre. Think about this. Think about it. He's doing exactly. Now, when Aaron Rodgers was young, he hated Brett Favre. But you think about this. He's doing exactly what Favre did. Mm-hmm. Every year, he said he was going to come back. And now Rodgers wants to go to the Jets. That's what Favre did, remember, for a year. Then he went to the Vikings. Mm-hmm. So in another year or two, Elvis, you're going to have Rodgers as your quarterback. I'm telling you. Think about it. And Brett Favre even came out on social media last week and was like, he's like, maybe I should come out of retirement and play for the Packers. That's an opening now. Because he made a comment. He's like, something that sounds like something I did.
Well, that's I mean, I don't think that would work because Favre screwed that up with what was it, a college chick?
Yeah. Shit, Brett Favre's in a lot of trouble anyway with that Medicare scam he did, supposedly. Supposedly him and some business partners stole a bunch of money out of the Medicare system in Mississippi. Mm-hmm. And so they're trying to get him on that right now. Like they said, he profited like $19 million or something out of it. Some weird number.
What was that April Fool's thing with Coach O? Did he go to the Saints or something?
I didn't hear anything about that.
Well, it came out on April Fool's Day. It was like Coach O is now part of the Saints or something. It was like the Onion or something.
Coach O is in California. He's out of it. He's done.
Oh yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't come back to coach. If you think about it, but he married he married a young girl and said, "Hell with this, I'm going."
Yeah, well,
you think he would have came back before Will Wade? I mean, Will Wade a couple of weeks ago got hired at McNeese. So
Will Wade.
He was the LSU basketball coach before the guy we got now. He got kicked out. Yeah, McNeese hired him. And he goes, I'm going to bring a championship to McNeese State. I started laughing. I'm going, he might have done it for LSU if they.
Well, I'll tell you right now.
Charges, paying people if the FBI was trying to get him and all.
My daughter goes to McNeese, and they just got rid of I think it's a softball coach because of that shit.
Yeah, so they hired Will Wade, and he's still under investigation from all of that too. You know, the guy we got now, Matt McMillan. LSU didn't win shit last year. They went like 11-1. They lost their last 20-something games in a row, I think, almost. Because basically what he did was, okay, well, you can't blame it on him because the entire team, the entire starting five, all declared for the draft. As soon as Will Wade left, they said, we're gone. So he lost. He lost 10 out of the 12 scholarship players. So what he did was he came from Wichita State. He basically took his entire Wichita State team and brought it to LSU. They all transferred. So basically, this past season, you basically had Wichita State playing in SEC. That's not going to match up. So, and now they're saying, oh, Will Wade knows how to recruit Louisiana. That's going to be double tough for Matt McMillan, who doesn't know anything about Louisiana. I mean, he knows enough, but so, I mean, I still think LSU is going to be fine next year if they can get some players. I mean, but you think about it, Will Wade's not going to get the same caliber plays he got for LSU because obviously McNeese is not LSU. McNeese plays in the Southland Conference. You don't get much publicity, McNeese is not on TV.
No.
He might get a few players, but he's not going to get the players he thought he gets at LSU.
Well, that's just like the football team. I mean, in Lake Charles, you're not going to get the players to come to Lake Charles like you are to Baton Rouge or something like that. There's not enough out there to bring the players out there.
Exactly. Let me see if I can find that damn card. I don't know where it is, Elvis, but I can find it maybe.
And if they do, that means the tuition's gonna explode, and I'm gonna be crying even harder.
That honestly would be something. I mean, if they actually got a good player like that. Maybe it's right here. Oh, it was right here. I didn't know it was here the whole time. Isn't that funny? It was sitting right here. It was sitting right there on the counter the whole time, Elvis. You know, I made a video about this a year ago. It didn't get that many views. There's the Ted Williams card.
Mm-hmm.
Doug's like, why the hell are you showing me a Boston player?
Well, I like Boston more than I like the Yankees, so.
Oh. Well, I have Mickey Mantle cards, too. Can't see it, the lighting sucks. I only have one light bulb in this thing because I don't like putting four. One light bulb gives me migraines. This light, and I have to go back to my white light. But if I put 4 light bulbs in this thing, this room would be so bright I wouldn't be able to see. I have to find my sunglasses. This one light. That's why I wear hats. I can't see.
I do the same in my room. We have 4 lights in the fan or whatever, and I only keep 1 or 2 in there.
Oh, this fan don't work. The motor blew out a few years ago. and I haven't had anybody go up in the attic and fix it yet. And it's kind of if this was graded, it'd probably be a VG4, or it'd be a 4 out of a 10.
You know, that pisses me off to no end. We live in a day and age where people have cell phones. When you drive up to a house, freaking text them or call them. Don't freaking blow your horn.
They do that shit in my neighborhood. My next door neighbor, freaking midnight, he blows the horn, and I go out there and I yell at him, and he's like, "I'm gonna kick your ass." I said, "All right, you come do it, buddy." You know, you're the one starting the disturbance. Yeah. They should pick up the phone and go, "Hey, come on, let's go."
They know not to come to me and say threaten me because
machete.
Yep,
I got one of those too.
Well, I got this right here next to me by the fire, just in case somebody wants to get stupid, and for me to poke the fire. Then in my truck, I got one that's about 14 inches long. It's a a fake Bowie, but it's close enough.
I'll get mine. Now it's not a weapon, YouTube. It's not a gun, so don't take this down.
My bad.
Oh, I don't care what you show. They ain't gonna notice me. But it's just I'll get mine right across the. Let me get it.
He's live until he goes not live.
Huh?
He doesn't have a time period.
I don't know what the hell I have at this point. What the hell's Elvis saying now?
No. That was what's going who is that? Mayhem.
Oh, Mayhem. Right. Oh, hey Masha, how you doing? I don't know how long I'm going for. Well, this is from Nam. This is my uncle's.
What's going on, man?
It's from Nam. Yeah, it's sharpened and everything. It's got on here 1968. Mega Bright Bolo, whatever that is. Yeah, it's got his initials on here too somewhere. I think on the handle. But this sits there and I'm like, but so yeah, I got that there for anybody that messes up. But yeah, YouTube's got more stance on not showing guns and stuff and whatever. Oh, okay, Masha. Yeah, I don't know how long I'm gonna go for. Well, CV wanted me on his channel because he was doing a live stream. I was thinking of going on his, but I might have to run everybody's. It depends. I
don't have a bonfire going, but I got a fire going.
Elvis. Doug's got the fire pit. I'll be here as long as Doug's here. When Doug has to go, then I'll jump on and yeah, CV was doing a live premiere tonight, and I was gonna go on his stream, but so now I gotta apologize. See, that's the thing. I gotta kind of apologize and politic. I'm like, I try to go on people's streams as much as I can, but I gotta do what I gotta do for me too. That's the thing. But
now this is not going to count. Of course, I'm not on the YouTube. I was on the YouTube for 5 minutes before I came on here. So this, if I go back,
technically, from what I understand, is when you go on the person's panel, you don't count on the YouTube side for watch hours. That's what I've always heard.
Okay.
But with YouTube, you never know. So I mean, you're in here. Like if you were to type ... because you have to type something every 15 minutes or it doesn't count. You won't show up in the participation list.
Oh, okay.
Roger's still here. Roger is watching the fire.
Well, Roger's always lurking, and he's got.
Roger said he likes my voice, so there we go. See, I don't like the sound of my voice. I don't. I never did.
To see if I hate the sound of my voice, but
yeah.
If I were Roger, what I would do is I'd pay for the premium, like I do, just so I can close out the phone because he's got eye candy at home that I wouldn't want to miss.
Well, he said Carly was feeling bad today, health problem.
Yeah.
So I mean, You know.
Carly's been having a rough time, and I'll send my good heebie-jeebies out to her because she's been she's been dealing with some health issues that would piss anybody off.
Yeah, that's GoPro. Yeah, I don't know, Elvis. See, I don't like to spend money, Elvis. I'm a cheap person, and I'll tell you why I'm a cheap person. I save my money for a rainy day because in this day and age, you don't know when you're going to need it. I don't like to spend money if I don't have to. There are people out there that will spend away and spend, and I mean, I could get something like that, I guess. I mean, it would go into my stream. If I was a big YouTuber, yeah, I would invest that. If I'm making $100,000 a month off YouTube, sure, I'd like to put money into invest stuff. Yeah, Doug, when do you plan on doing your I mean, I know you do your things on YouTube, the reels, but when do you plan on doing like your exercise stuff and on
Well,
YouTube?
I want to get it started. It's just every time I think I'm gonna get it started, something comes up. What I need to start doing is like those I guess 5 to 10 minute videos to
Yeah.
start off, and then because I'm still trying to learn all the StreamYard stuff. I'm on StreamYard on my phone right now, but I have to learn the stuff on the computer. And
StreamYards on the computer is easy. Like, okay, what it has on the bottom, it has mute, stop cam, which turns off the cam settings, present, which, okay, I don't do the share screen like Scotty does because I don't really know how to do that too well. And I don't want info showing up that shouldn't be showing up. My luck, it probably would. But I know share the screen is present. That's right. Then you got invite and then leave studio. Like, okay. Like, how Scotty turns off the cam sometimes. Okay, if I was to do that right now, you would pop up. And then you got your boxes up here, and it's got the 1, it's got the 2. Like, okay, I can do that. Okay, that one.
But
I don't have, okay, I can do that. You see, I put it up like that now, which is what I should have did earlier. So now we're bigger on the screen. I had it at the 1, 2. If you have 3 people, you can split screen it like Scotty does.
Well, what I need to learn is, I'll either have to do the sets, 100% because I don't know how to edit.
Me neither, but I mean, people have told me, like Twisted Gaming. There's a big YouTuber out there. He told me to use Filmora, but I still don't know how to get in it as edits. Or what you could do is have somebody. They're the big YouTubers. They pay people. They get other people to do their stuff, but you could have somebody
I can't afford to pay somebody to do that.
I'm just saying, like with your daughter or somebody like that, or somebody in your family, because now kids know everything. You could have somebody family member, say, "Hey, help me out with this." Like you film it, and then you tell one of them. I ask one of them, "Hey, do you know how to edit this for me?" While you're doing your thing.
Yeah. See, with my daughter, she lives in Lake Charles now. And when she does come home, like she's home, she came home Thursday night. It's now Saturday night, and I think I've seen her for a total of 45 minutes. So when she comes home,
you can still edit stuff and then send it. You don't have to be there while you're editing it. But I get what you're saying. She's busy. She's got her own life. I get that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
I mean, now I know the feeling of when I graduated high school and I left home. I know the feeling how my parents felt. It's like, well, where the hell are you?
Ain't gotta worry about that.
I don't want to hang out with you.
Yeah. Well, I don't see my dad too much. My dad lives right on right past the Mississippi State line, so it's not that far. But of course, I see my mom every day, just about. So But other than that, my brother lives in Ohio. I ain't seen him in 6 years. I probably will never see him again the way he's going with his problems right now. So I mean, you know, he's got his own bullshit that he made his bed. He's gonna lie in it, so can't feel sorry.
Yeah.
My other brother lives right down the street, but I don't see him as much because he has what's the one? Introvert or extrovert? The one where you stay away from people.
Introvert, because
Yeah, him and his girlfriend are that. He works at the library, which is right across the street. But yeah, he's got problems with his liver and stuff, and he's got this and that. He's not a social person when he's at work, obviously, but you know, he takes medication and stuff.
well,
But
see,
I don't even
I'm
see
the
him.
most
You know, huh?
I'm the most extroverted introvert that could be there. You know, I don't mind. Of course, I have to deal with people all day at work or whatever. But when I'm off and I'm at home, I
Yeah.
rarely want to go out. You know, I'll jump on on the panel for some people, but I don't really like talking to people.
Yeah, I deal with people all day when I'm at work. It's the last thing I want to do. I want to stay like on the weekends. A lot of times I don't go anywhere. I don't have anything planned until the end of the month. You know, when I'm going to my aunt's house. But see, I don't know where I'm going on that one. I don't know. I know I'm going to my aunt's house, but I might go further up north to my cousin's house too in Shreveport. So I really don't know where I'm going there because you get a bunch of women together, and I don't, you know, yeah. So I know.
I don't go on those trips.
Well, it's just me and my mom when we go places. But when I go up that way, yeah, I know. But CV just went live, and Mosh wants me to go on her. It's kind of hard to go on everybody's live stream at once, but you know, I mean, I can run their stream simultaneously. I'll click on his stream, but I can't do anything in the stream right now. He's just doing a premiere for his card, his grading card.
Oh,
yeah, he had a card graded or something. Which I always think grading is bullshit in my opinion. But because same thing with coins, just not with cards. Cards. One person will tell you it's an 8. The next one will say, "Oh, it's an 8.5" with the cards. One will say it's a 67 with the coins. The other one will look at it and say it's a 68. They don't really all know in the same platform.
yeah.
Oh, AVGN just put out another video. That's something. But
Cajun went live yesterday.
Yeah, it was Cajun's birthday and I missed it.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Let me mute this for a second. Hold on one sec, because I got to put this in the background. Where are we at? Part 2.
Yeah, I thought I saw his ugly mug yesterday when I was scrolling through YouTube, but I wasn't really paying attention too much.
Come on. Oh, okay. Forgot I had this muted already. There we go. Okay, I already had that YouTube side muted. Hey, Dodgers, how you doing? I already had the YouTube side muted. I got him on there, but he's muted, so I can't, because if I put the volume a little ways down, but I still have the, because he was promoting his channel on my channel earlier, and I'm like, how does that work? So I have free reign to promote on his channel. It's just the rules of the law. It's the YouTube law. So I mean, after this, I'm going to go to, because I don't know how long he's going to be on. So after this, I'll go to Masha's stream, because Masha said she was going to stream. She's going to be monetized as soon as she hits 1,000. She'll be monetized in a minute.
I need 1,000 1,000 subscribers, but I need to start doing stuff on YouTube because
Well, see, how I started out was I didn't, I got 17, almost 1,700 now, but it's like kind of my growth is stunted. I'll hit like 4 people, they'll take 4 away. I grew pretty fast and then I stopped. Because I would go into networking stream, which now I know networking's a bunch of crap. I mean, networking is good, but there are people out there. They're like simple rules. Never drop your own link. Let somebody else do it because YouTube will penalize you. Like, okay, there are people out there, they're going to subscribe to you and they want you to subscribe to them. But there are people out there, they're not going to watch your crap, but they want you to watch theirs, and they'll leave a comment on, oh, come watch my stuff, Me, I'm kind of like, I can't subscribe to everyone. I will subscribe to people I like, and because I've hit the 1,000 limit. I can only subscribe 1,000 people. I hit that limit. But networking streams, like when I first started, I was like following everybody. Follow. There were people that were coming in my streams, but most of those people 5 years later are not even on YouTube anymore.
Yeah.
YouTube is people come and people go. Like, I don't see Steph on my streams anymore, but I see her everywhere else. I don't see there are other people I see on other streams that don't come in here anymore when they used to.
See, I know Steph kind of she's more of a political junkie. If they're doing political stuff, she'll jump on that.
Well, look at the title of the live stream I did tonight.
Yeah, that's true.
Did you see the other one the other night I put on there? Just biding my time with someone like yourself or others or whatever. I took the Matchbox 20 thing. Yeah, I just and I put it together. Just biding my time, sitting around. That one got about 60. That one got like 20 views, 30 views when I went live. After it went about 60 views. So it's got like 90 views on that sucker now. So I figured, hey, I just said, this trumps it all. But then YouTube will probably come back. You can't say that word. And I go, wait a minute. That's a word.
Is a word. Yeah.
That's a word. I did not mention, you did not hear me say once in this whole thing. You did not hear me say anything about politics or a former president. I didn't bring his name up. I didn't say anything. But then, that's how they'll do it. They'll be like, oh, they like to do that with Scotty. See, YouTube is clever. Now, maybe this new CEO won't do this, but the former CEO did. They will wait about 2.5 years. And then now this video will be up 2 years. They'll wait 2 years and go back and then say something you did. They'll change their TOS, terms of service. And they'll say, okay, they'll change their TOS service. And then they'll retroactively go back to the channel and go, well, this was legal, but now we don't like it. Yeah. They were taking down Scotty's streams from when he was talking about the election. Okay, apparently it was good to say it then, now it's not. And they'll demonetize your stuff. And then when you're monetized, you can talk to a person on the video chat. You can call them, they'll answer your phone. You're not monetized, you don't matter. You email them.
Well, that's like Rocky Stucci. He's on his, I think, 5th YouTube channel because they've taken everything else down from the last 2 years. Huh. It's like
that's why I'm not subscribed to him anymore. I wonder why I don't get notifications from him.
Yeah, he had to open up another one. They don't like. I mean, 2 years ago,
they don't like politics. They don't like his politics.
Yeah, well, he was doing a show with Don Newman and Donna Fiducia, and pretty much, I don't know how Don Newman and Donna Fiducia are still doing it because they're still on YouTube, but all of the stuff that with Rocky that was on that they took down almost immediately.
See, I always say back up your channel, back up your videos. Because you never know when they're gonna pull it one of these days.
Well, see, Rocky's not stupid. He has all of his stuff backed up, but at the same point, it's kind of frustrating when you do all this work and it's all gone.
Yep, it's like me when I got hacked. They didn't take my stuff away. I got hacked. I couldn't access my channel for 5 or 6 months. I was growing pretty fast. Now I ain't growing at all. I'm kind of stuck. I started growing, Elvis swears I would get 10,000, but I don't know. But I was growing pretty fast. Now I get like 3 or 4 a week and YouTube takes them away with the TOS. I was almost at 4,000 watch hours, and then they just that was it. I couldn't access my channel. I finally got it back. Luckily, none of my content was taken down or any other nonsense. But it's just, you know, you got to watch now. Advertisers, YouTube wants more advertisers, so they're cutting back on live streams and videos that say the F word in it. They're demonetizing those videos now to where you can't do that because they want to be family friendly to advertisers to make more money off of you already.
Yeah. See, my whole thing is, you know, as far as the political stuff is concerned, 2 years ago I turned it all off. You know,
Yeah.
Half the stuff that happens with the dipshit that's in office, you know, I hear about 2 weeks later. People are like, "Oh, well, what do you think about this? Well, what do I think about what?"
Yeah, I don't really pay attention to that. I got banned from a Twitch channel the other night. Ironically enough, we were talking about something, and the streamer brought up the LSU Iowa controversy with this bullshit about the first lady wanting to bring Iowa to the White House, even though they lost.
Yeah.
Because she's an Iowa fan. Okay? So he started talking about that in his chat, and all I said was, the only 2 words I said was buck, what I usually say, right?
Yeah.
He automatically banned me and said, I don't want to hear about politics. And I'm like, you're talking about it. You're the one that brought it up. What do you when you bring up something like that, what do you think your chat's gonna do? They're gonna talk about what you're talking about. If you don't want anybody talking about politics, don't bring up current events. But it's kind of hard because everything is tied into current events. And
well, my wife had asked me about that whole situation. She's like, "Why is this such a big deal?" I said, "Honestly, because they need something to fight about." I said, the girl from Iowa did that to the team they beat.
Yeah.
And then this girl from LSU did it, and they're trying to bring race and everything into it, which they try to bring race into everything.
Well, they don't like Angel Reese to begin with. They never did like it and never will.
I don't even know who the hell that is. You know,
she's the one that did that. She's the one that did that. That's her name.
Yeah,
Angel Reese.
I saw that,
player.
but I don't know any college person. I really don't know their names. I mean,
well, I know them sort of. Well, Caitlin Clark, that's the white girl that was doing this. She was going up to every opponent and doing this.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay for her to do it. But you see, what y'all don't realize, what people don't realize, is the first lady is an Iowa fan. She had Billie Jean King sitting next to her who likes Iowa. They're Iowa fans. So she had the idea, I'm going to bring Iowa to the White House. Now, that's not really a big deal, but why it started to come up is it's like in all of sports, the losers never go to the White House. It's always the champions. So everybody was like, why are y'all going to bring Iowa to the White House? What's going on?
Because the loser is in the White House.
Yeah. And I'm like, well, you have to you have to see what's going on with this. The whole thing. So I mean, in my opinion, I don't care if the Iowa goes or not. We know LSU's the champions. It really doesn't matter. It's not a big deal to me. But when you're going to say one person can do this and one person can't do this, it's a matter of race, whatever it is. I mean, it's just crazy. So, I mean, I don't care. They can have Iowa there every freaking day. I mean, shit, you think Kim Mulkey cares about that shit? Pfft. Probably not. She's like, I don't give a shit. You know? And they'll probably have Iowa shaking hands. You know, after a couple of months, everybody's all friends anyway. They'll forget about this whole topic. And, it's just something to bring something else on. That's all it is. They got nothing else better to do on a slow business day. Let's go after LSU.
Well, no, they bring up these problems or what the so-called problems, race stuff and all this other stuff, like the let's go with the indictment that happened against that other guy who was in the orange guy who was in office. They brought that, or they brought that up, and they're talking only about that, but not about the Russians meeting with the Chinese, meeting with everybody else, Saudi Arabia and stuff, about the petrodollar. They're not going to tell the American people about the dollar is basically crumbled now because they're not
They devalued it.
trading
Yeah.
oil.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
so
That's
they're
why
trying to
they're
keep
doing
us
that.
distracted from everything else with this stupid bullshit that's going on
Yeah.
that doesn't mean anything.
Well, that's what it is. They say, okay, if you're gonna cause this, they're like, well, we need a good story. We need a good story to get their minds off of this, so the American public and the rest of them. Okay, well, let's see who's the target. Let's go after that man. No, we always know they always know if they're gonna cause something. They always know. Okay, this man draws headlines. It could be like so and so is taking a dump. Okay, right? They could be like, oh, the world is on fire, but don't worry. So-and-so has a grabby, feely, touchy thing.
You see what this hand is doing?
Yeah.
What is the other hand doing?
You don't
You
know.
know,
You
this
can't
is
see the other hand.
this is here to distract you. What's the other hand doing?
Hey, Bigfoot, what's going on?
They're sticking it with no KY with the other hand.
Bend over a little more to the right,
Yeah.
please. I saw all that stuff on Twitter. They changed the for about a week or so. They had the dog coin as the official thing of the logo. They changed it today. It went back to the Tweety bird because Elon Musk is a proponent of dog coin. He bought it out. So,
Yeah.
Bigfoot, did you change your name again? Or you added hiding? You must have added something on there. I just noticed that. So,
Can you flip this camera around?
What camera?
My camera. No, that goes to something else.
I can do that. Wait.
No, I want to flip my camera.
Oh, I don't know how to do that. I only have two options right now with you on the screen. I can do that. Uh-oh.
It's dying out.
Oh, put it back to what it. There it is. Okay. Well, you got some trees. Throw some wood on there.
Yeah, right.
Get Elvis out of Graceland to do your bidding. It's dark. Nobody will see him undercover, right?
Yeah.
He put on his shades and his hat. They'll think he's just some old guy walking around with a cane.
Shit, Elvis is what? If Elvis was still alive, he's what? 90?
Like 80 something. Elvis is right there. Oh, there's a guy on another platform, another social media platform, and his name is Elvis Rules the Planet. So I emailed him and I said, hey, you're not the original Elvis. The original Elvis comes on my live streams. And he's like, well, I don't know who that imposter is. And I'm like, well, you see, Elvis is. If you think about, I'm gonna stick with the notion he's alive, and I'm gonna say why. I'm just gonna say why. You cannot go upstairs on Graceland. That's been closed off since 1977. You can't go upstairs on Graceland. You can tour everything on Graceland, but you can't go upstairs. Now, why can't you go upstairs? They say it's because of security purposes. Now, what freaking security purposes can you possibly have that's going to cause you to not go there? Simple conclusion. He's up there living in Secret Service land. He's still alive.
And I think Michael Jackson went to meet him.
Yeah, when these so-called autopsy reports get leaked in 2027, the autopsy reports get unsealed. Because you think about it. They sealed it for 50 years. His father sealed it for 50 years after his death. You know what's going to happen? They're going to open up those autopsy reports and they're going to say, "Ha ha, we fooled you, assholes. He's still alive."
No, they had 50 years to come up with a story.
Yeah, they're going to be like, "Elvis didn't die that day, you idiots." They were
Well,
like,
that's
it's
just
still
like
hot now.
that's just like okay,
See, please,
you got Elvis, you got Michael Jackson.
who supposedly is buried on an island somewhere.
Yeah, well,
He's
where
one of
there's video.
10. He's one of 10 celebrities you can't get to.
Okay, but the thing is, they have supposedly have video of the night he died, him jumping out and going into a tunnel. Then you got Tupac, who there's now a rapper out there, pretty much, who looks exactly like him, sounds exactly like him, and says, "I fooled you. I died in '96 or something." You know,
Well, Tupac's not dead. He never
I know.
was. People swear to me. They're like, he never was dead. Think about it. If he was dead, oh yeah, oh well, they had a body there. That wasn't his body. There are people
No,
that look alike.
they had apparently the body that the one who died playing Tupac or whatever was a guy dying of AIDS.
Oh yeah, probably yeah. I mean, yeah, because well, I was telling Zanron that because Zanron said the other night, or was it last night when he was here? He might pop in because he works overnights now. He was saying something about Tupac was in this movie called Juice, which I've never heard of before, but seen Bonner. Hey, he said he seen Bob Ross at Walmart. Bigfoot. Oh yeah, speaking of that, you know who owns the? Look, it's funny enough. Okay, the new owner of the Denver Broncos. Guess who that is? Take a
Bob
wild
Ross?
guess. No, not Bob Ross. Has something to do with Walmart. Just take a wild guess. Who bought the Broncos?
I don't know.
The old man, Rob Walton.
Oh, I was gonna say Sam Walton. Didn't he die like
He
40
died a long
years
time
ago?
ago. No, Rob Walton bought from the who the hell? The guy that owned it before. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. I had it yesterday. And the first thing Rob Walton did was fire John Elway.
Nice.
Yeah, the first thing. He paid $28 billion for the Broncos. So I'm just sitting here and I'm like, fuck. I met Rob Walton before. I met him when I worked at Walmart. Seems nice to me, but the man, he travels with security guards around because everybody wants to shoot him. You know that. So yeah, I read this yesterday. From they finalized the deal from the heir of what's his name? Pat Bowling, who passed away. The Bowling family couldn't figure out what to do with it, so they put it up for sale. So Rob Walton is now the CEO of the Broncos, but he's delegating it to the guy that took over for him. He's going to let the guy, his brother-in-law, who is now the CEO of Walmart. I can't remember the guy's name. Him and his wife. He's going to let him and his wife run the Broncos.
I wonder if they're going to
so basically, Sean Payton's going to be running the team now. Sean Payton's going to own the Broncos.
I wonder if they're going to make the concession stand self-checkout.
Maybe. Shit. Well, I go to the neighborhood market, and 8 out of the 10 registers are self-checkout.
Mm-hmm.
But then the self-checkout, 7 o'clock in the morning, they break down.
Dude,
no. Check me out. Oh, the other day, somebody had a basket full of groceries, and they walked out. They went right past the register, walked out. It went bing, 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 bing. All the registers, all the cashiers were just like,
"Oh well."
Look at my job. They steal shoes. We can't do shit about it.
Well, we have in the Walmart here in Ville Platte, there's 8 self-checkout registers and probably 8 regular registers. And there are never any registers open other than self-checkout. And sometimes there's only one that takes cash, and sometimes there's only one that takes freaking cards. I'm like, dude, it's a self-checkout.
Same here. Well,
I don't freaking understand it.
I go at like 6:30 in the morning, and all the self-checkouts are broken. And I go, what the? This one will have like 3 cashiers. Customer service is always open. and they'll just stand around and they're like, "Oh, you want me to check you?" I don't go through the regular ones. I go through self checkout usually because I know what I want. I want to get the hell out of there. Out here, it's like, okay, if you ain't black, they ain't talking to you. I've noticed that. Like, it's crazy, but
the
yeah.
funny thing is they have 5 people that are standing by the self checkout stuff and no registers open.
Yeah. Well, I go to the, like I said, the neighborhood market. I don't go to the regular Walmart. There's 2 of them out here. You know, I used to work at Walmart. That's across town, that one. That's by the old mall. But this one, they have a podium. And they'll stand there and just do like this, and they'll look, and they're always coming up and looking at the register. Like, I'm in the middle of checking out, and they come up right to the register, stand right in front of me, and they go, "Excuse me," and they're just doing something, they're keying something, and I go, "Can you get away? I'm checking out. Go away. Go away." Like, they're trying to see what I'm doing. I say, "Go away." And mine now, it has cameras on the registers, like a little camera. So now they can see check out. So I just flip them off every time. I don't really care. I'm just like, leave me the hell alone. But
and Roger, it shouldn't be 2 to 4%. It should be the 10% that the employees get.
I should get my Walmart discount card back. The one that, if you ever work for Walmart or Sam's Club, like I've done, it's the Walmart card with the truck on it.
Yep.
Of course, when they fire your ass or they get rid of you, they say, "Where's the card? Give me the card." I took mine. I threw it across the room. I said, "Here, you go find it." Fuck that. It just takes the taxes off. But, yeah, Walmart's just, like I said, Rob Walton came to my store. And he had 6 arms. They told us before he came, do not talk to him unless he talks to you. Don't go near him. If he comes on the aisle, walk away. Because, you know, he has 6 or 8 security guards in a circle around him because he's already got death threats against him. This was back 10 years ago, whatever. 2008, I think I met him. Then all the managers form a circle around the security guards. So they were telling us, if he comes down your aisle, walk away. Well, he comes down my aisle, I start to walk away, and he comes up to me and goes, "I want to talk to you, young man." And I said, "All right." So I started talking to him. He's like, "Well, how do you like working for Walmart?" And I said, "I like working for Walmart. I just don't like the management around here." And they were sitting right there. "What's wrong with the management?" I said, "Well, for one, my store manager was a homophobe. He was a gay guy, but he was a homophobe. So you know how those work. They're gay, but then they want to bash everybody." And he was bashing this and that. And I said, "Well, I explained to him this and that." And I said, "Well, I like the company, you know." And, you know, I talked to him for about 10 minutes, and security guards are standing there. And like I said, all the management had to be there except for like one person. So the store manager, they have to be there with him traveling the store. That's the rule. When he walks into a store, you have to have as many people surrounding him as possible in case he gets shot. Because apparently he was shot at a few years ago in a Walmart. But, you know, he traveled. I don't know if he doesn't anymore because he retired 4 years ago. So he's not running Walmart anymore. He handed it off to his brother-in-law.
Oh, okay.
So he's retired now. So that's why he was able to buy the Broncos. Because he's like 80. He's almost 80 years old now. Rob Walton. His sister's a drunk too, by the way, so she can't control anything. So I met him and I was talking to him. He came because he came down the water aisle, and next to the water is the liquor. So he was surveying everything, and I talked to him, and he's like, "How's the store?" And I was like, "I like working for Walmart, blah blah blah. I like this. I don't like the management. I don't like this. I don't like that." Because he was asking, you know, whatever. So after all this, I talked to him and I said, "All right, nice to meet you." Shook his hand. You know, I stepped away. So he's leaving. He's getting ready to walk out the door. My manager starts chewing me out. "How dare you throw me under the bus to the owner, blah, blah, blah." He wanted to fire me right then and there. And it just so happens that Rob Walton happened to hear him say that. And he went up to the store manager. He's like, "Never talk to my employees like that again." He goes, "In fact," he goes, you're terminated." He goes, "Get out of my store." Like, because this guy was throwing an F word and he wasn't doing this in the back. He was doing this on the floor with customers around. So he took us all in the back and he said that. He goes, "Get out of my store." He goes, "You are terminated as of right now." And he was
Nice.
apologizing to me, and I said, "Well, no, I understand." I said, "Because I was respectful, and then I said that's what happens when you speak your mind. You're a target." And he's like, "We have a lot of things in common." And he shook my. He was real nice to me.
Yeah.
So he at least he was nice to me. But there are a lot of people out there with his business deals. They don't like him.
Yeah.
So I mean, he got rid of store manager, but then the one that got hired is the one that ultimately got rid of me anyway. So the catch-22.
Because they were
Yeah,
probably in bed together.
yeah. Well, I was in the bakery. Oh, they pulled a coup on me. Okay, there was a guy. He was a fruitcake. He was dating the store manager at the time, and I was in the bakery, and this guy really wanted to get in the bakery, and they had no openings. I was the only guy because I was the bakery. I lifted stuff. I did the trucks. So one day I get there at 4 a.m. One day I got there, and they were like, "Oh, you're not in bakery anymore." The store manager says, "I put so and so in bakery now. You're going in grocery." And I'm like, "Okay, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. You could have told me this the day before, or." I said, "Whatever." I said, "I'm not coming back." They, "Oh, you need to come back at 1 o'clock." I said, "I'm not coming back. I'm taking the day off. You do what you want. You fire me. Do what you want."
Yeah.
And I called up corporate and I said, "This is BS. You can't transfer." He takes me out of my department, puts me in another department, doesn't tell me, and I said, the reason why they did it, and I had no proof. I said, because they're dating each other.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was. He's like, he went to his boss, he went to the guy, and he said, "I want to be in bakery." And the guy said, "Fine." We got to pull him out, and it's political shit.
Oh, yeah.
And even years later, I saw this guy, and he still works at Walmart. Walmart gets sued all the time. Walmart gets sued every day, millions of dollars. They settle out of court. Every day there's a lawsuit against Walmart. They just write it off. Yeah. I got fired from Walmart for some bullshit. I got fired from Walmart basically because what happened was we were doing a truck. My coworker pulled out a pallet. They stacked this pallet with glass on the bottom, mayonnaise jars on the bottom, heavy shit on the top, and the pallet was leaning. I told my coworker, "Do not touch that pallet. Leave it there. I'm going to lunch. We will be back. We will fix this. We will not unwrap it." I came back from lunch. He must unwrap the pallet. It fell on top of him. They basically fired me because they said I was supposed to be there helping him. This guy that did get fired is still working for Walmart to this day, 15 years later. Yeah, they were looking for a reason to get rid of me because I was making a lot of money. So that's how Walmart is. You make money, they want to get rid of you.
Yeah.
They start you, that's how it is. They start you off at $10. Back then it was $10 an hour, and then you get raises, and then they were looking for a reason to get rid of me. And they said, "We saw you on camera. You were not helping your coworker. He got hurt." So they blamed it on me, basically. And even my coworker said, "No, I did it myself. It was my fault." But they didn't want to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
They were just like, "Nope, you're done." But the good thing about Walmart is, right, they pay you. Okay? In other words, when you get fired from Walmart, they generally ban you from their stores, but they can't enforce that. Yeah, they told me you're not allowed in our Walmart. I don't know what that bullshit. What they do is they don't want you coming back 2 weeks later for your check. So what they do is they take you in the back and they have petty cash, and they look and they say, "Okay, this is what we estimate you getting paid next week." So they pay you. And then they say, "Okay, I had 58 hours of vacation time." So they paid me for that. And then I had 172 hours of sick time, which 192 is the max I had on 7. So they paid me for that. I walked out of that Walmart with about $4,000, $100 bills. Because that's what they do when they fire you from. I'm sure you know this, Doug. I don't know if you got fired, but that's what they do when they fire you. They don't want you coming back causing a scene. They don't want you, but you have to sign a paper saying you're not going to sue them either when they pay you this money.
See, when I went to Walmart, I worked at the distribution center in Opelousas, and The
They
first,
got one out here. They got one out here in Robert, the distribution center. That's what brought us our stuff.
yeah, but the first paycheck you can get a paper check. After every paycheck after that, it
Mm-hmm.
you had to have direct deposit. It was either into your bank account or they had this little warm Walmart card that they would
Yeah.
so they didn't have that problem when they fired somebody. They just loaded onto your card or into your bank right away, so you didn't have to go there.
Oh, well, this was, like I said, 2009 when I got fired from Walmart.
Well, that's
Maybe nowadays they just authorize it and they put it on your card, but they paid me in cash. They said,
well.
okay,
See,
just, you know.
no, with I worked for the distribution center up until 2010, and that's how the distribution center was. You never got a paper check. Um,
No, I didn't get paper checks either. I had direct deposit. But what they
yeah,
do, what they do. Well, distribution center is different from a regular Walmart. They're
yeah,
split, so they may do some things. But when they fire somebody from Walmart, they don't want you coming back. They
yeah.
don't want you coming back 2 weeks later causing shit. They don't want to see you. That's why they pay you right away. They say here, like I said, I had 58 hours of vacation time. I had 172 hours of sick time, and then they estimated per my salary. They even said if we overpay you, that's fine. And I asked them why they do that, and they told me we don't want you coming back.
Yep.
I've never stepped foot in that Walmart since. I said, don't worry, you won't see me back here. No, Walmart doesn't. Not down here, they don't. In probably California, they probably pay $20 an hour.
If I was like I started at the distribution center and it was $12.50 an hour. Well, I started. They gave yearly raises to everybody, and then you after your 90 days you got a raise. So
yeah, I got that too.
I got hired at like $12.50 an hour, and within 3 months I was making $17 an hour. Between the yearly raise and my performance raise.
I started at all Walmart. They started from 8 to 10, and then they put how much experience you had. And I've worked for a grocery store before, so I started off $9.95 out of 10, and then after 90 days, I got a raise, and that put me to 10. Okay, let me think about this. I had a 60-cent raise, $9.95. So I was at $10.55. I got another 60-cent raise. So I was at 11 something, and I was due a 60-cent raise. No, they got rid of the 60-cent raises because they said nobody's perfect. So they got rid of that. We got 40-cent raises. So I was due another raise when I got fired. So I was making 11 something an hour when I got fired.
But you know what Walmart does now?
Huh?
Walmart does. You can get paid every day at Walmart. After a certain a certain time during the day, you can get paid for that day. So it's pretty much doing a disservice to the people that work there because they don't get a bi-weekly paycheck anymore. You can get paid freaking. It's not your whole paycheck, but you can take up to like say if you work an 8-hour shift, you can get paid for 4 hours of work.
Well, that's I guess an okay thing, that part, but yeah, Elvis, that part's horrible. But when I was leaving, they were doing something. They were changing something. Like in other words, I don't know if they're still doing it. But when you go to clock in, and they were pressing a button. They would tell you everything you're supposed to do. In other words, you wouldn't have to interact with your employees. Basically, they would say, okay, you press a button. Here's your tax for the day. Do this. And then the manager would put in what you got to do for the day instead of going up to the manager, what you want me to do. And so I'd have to press a button. The last week I was there, I pressed a button and it would say, okay, fill this, do this, do this, do this. And you'd have to write it down or memorize, whatever it is. So you don't have to go ask anybody. You know what your task is. I knew what my task was anyway. See, my store and my store manager, she retired, but she came in yesterday and bought some shoes. I told her, go away, leave me alone. I always tell her that because she was the catalyst in getting me fired. I said, go away, get out of my store. She starts laughing. I said, no, I mean it. Get out of my store. I don't like looking at your ass. Even to this day, I don't like looking at her. She comes in every once in a while. It is what it is. She comes in, she buys shoes. I can't tell her no. But I just say go away, and I still check her out. But you know, I came in from 1 to 10. So I was there when the night crew came in. My night manager would come in at 8 o'clock at night. He'd say, "Okay, what did you do today?" And I would say, "I'm doing this. I was in charge of the water, the liquor, and the candy." And then when the Coke people wasn't there, I'd fill the damn Coke machines, and I'd fill the Walmart machines. I'd go around in the back, in the front, fill the Sam's Club things when they still had them. So my night manager would come in at 8 o'clock, and when he came in at 8 o'clock, he was in charge of me. So I had to stop what I was doing and do the trucks if I wasn't doing the trucks already. And then the night crew would come in at 10 o'clock when I was leaving. And I would tell them, okay, this is what I was doing, because I was supposed to finish the trucks, but a lot of times I couldn't because other managers from other departments would pull me aside. Oh, you need to go watch the dog food. You need to go watch up front. You need to go to this department, electronics, and go over there and help them. So they were always. I was by myself. All my managers, I had 6 people in my department. They all left when I got there. So basically, I ran the department myself. So I could pretty much do. I did my job. So all the other employees knew. All the other managers knew this. So there were times where I could not get my task completed. My boss would come in. Why didn't you finish it? I'd say, go talk to the co-manager. He told me to go over there, go talk to this. Oh, you don't listen to them. You listen to me. And I go, okay, well, this is the co-manager, the store manager of the store. I'm not going to disobey them. Obviously, they're higher than you. So they didn't like that. So she was one of the reasons why I got fired, because she kept saying, all right, Roger, have a good night. I appreciate you. And happy birthday, of course, again.
Happy birthday, Roger.
So she was one of the reasons, why I got fired, because she kept saying, "Oh, you didn't." But when a co-manager pulls me to the side and say, "You got to go watch so and so has to go to lunch and we don't have anybody. Go watch it for an hour." What am I going to tell them? No. I mean, come on.
No.
So when I got fired, I was happy as hell. I started laughing. They were like, "Why are you laughing?" I said, "I ain't got to deal with this bullshit anymore. Bye." So, yeah, keep an eye on me. Well, you're watching me, right? Must be keeping an eye on me.
Well, I'm gonna keep an eye on this on my eyelids right now because I'm exhausted.
Yeah, I'm sort of. I don't know. I didn't plan on being on 2.5 hours. I'm gonna stay on a little longer after you leave. Then I'm gonna go to Masha's stream. And
all right.
But I appreciate you popping on, Doug. Of course, like always.
Anytime, man.
So I'm probably gonna do a stream tomorrow for Easter, but I don't know what time. I might do a quickie stream.
All right, send me a link if you remember.
Okay. It might be around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, somewhere. If you're not busy,
Yeah. All right then.
Hey, there's Cajun. He's popping in right when you're leaving.
All right.
Happy birthday, Cajun, from yesterday.
Happy birthday.
I missed your stream. I apologize, but yeah, Grumpy's getting ready to leave. He's got to go. He's got an appointment with the pillow.
Yep. All right. Good night.
All right, Doug. See you later. Appreciate you popping on. Later. All righty. Give or take. I forgot I had this bag sitting here. Give or take 2 p.m. Yeah, I completely forgot I was sleeping. So I'm gonna have to go back and watch that birthday stream. So I sincerely apologize. But another year older means you got more wisdom going on. Oh, Cajun's gonna jump on the panel. I just gotta give him the link if he wants to come up. There we go. Get rid of that thing, get rid of that one. All right. Yeah, Cajun's always, good at that. Do you want to come up, Cajun, or no? Yeah, I'll send you the link if you want. But yeah, I didn't plan on going to them. All right. Well, Elvis wants you up here, so I'll send you the link. Let me go to my let me go to the thingamajig. I just don't know how long I'm gonna be talking for. I think I still have it saved when I did it for Doug. All right, where's yours at? I gotta. This thing's running slow. Okay, there we are. Let's see. Come on. Yeah, it's okay. It's still typed in from when I sent it to Doug. Okay. There we go, Cajun. There's the link. Okay. I'm getting crusty. I don't know about crusty. Get that bag out the way. There we go. I forgot I had a Big Mac sitting here. Give me one. Let me go throw this away real quick before Cajun comes up. My knees hurt. I'll be right back. Oh, good Lord. I'm getting too old for something. I don't know what. Oh, good Lord. All right. So, we'll sell the Ted Williams card here. Look, Teddy boy. That was before he got frozen, by the way. So, so. All right. But, yeah, I could show a crusty penny somewhere. So let's see. What, well, don't sit on the card. It's right here. I'm not sitting on the card. Yeah, I'm not going to sit on the damn thing. I want to get the Griffey 1989 Upper Deck card, but there's a lot of scammers on YouTube. Not YouTube. There's a lot of scammers on eBay right now posting those fake cards, so I kind of have to not know if it's great. If I have to get a graded card, I will, but So let's see. So we got, I don't know. We got like 2.5 hours going on the thing. So I got CVs playing in the background, and then, I was going to go to Masha's stream, but if Cajun pops up, I'll chat some more. Why not? Yeah, I'm guessing she's live streaming right now. I don't really know. Excuse me. But, yeah. So, I'm going to sit on your face, man. Just got Star Trek on in the background, so, It's all. Oh, that's Cajun.
What's up, Mona Meat?
Woodrow, how you doing today, sir?
Happening. I'm doing good. Busy day. Busy.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I saw you were streaming yesterday, the day before. It said birthday stream.
last night.
Oh, last night. Okay, yeah. I was
we're
out
out
last
at
night.
8:15, 8:20. I was supposed to go
yeah.
live at 7:30, but I was up on Daryl's stream, and then
No.
we was having a good time on his stream. So I said, nah, I don't mind being late. It wasn't scheduled for any time. I just
Yeah.
now if I would have scheduled it for 7:30, I'd have been there. But
Well, I saw it this morning. I was like, "Oh, damn! I can't believe I missed that stream." Because I would have hopped on that stream.
it was just
I was
off
out
the
last night.
wall stream.
Yeah.
It wasn't my regular day or.
I'm gonna go back and watch it probably tonight or tomorrow morning. I'm gonna go back and watch it and comment all that good stuff.
Just hit the like, comment, say, hey, good stream.
Oh yeah, you know me. Yeah, I saw it this morning when I woke up, and I was like, "Oh man, I didn't even know about it." Because you know how YouTube is. I don't get notifications half the time.
Bigfoot, Silver, Hide and Seeker, what's up, Mona Me?
Definitely.
So I popped into one of my live streams about 3 weeks ago, I think. Said hi.
Pops in every so often, yeah.
Yeah, I seen Bigfoot in a while. Man, Bigfoot used to hang around together all the time. Everywhere he went, I went. Everywhere I went, he went.
It just depends, but yeah. Well, I had Doug on here for the last hour and a half or so.
Yeah, I noticed. I said hi to him and in the chat.
He said hi, yeah.
Yeah, he said happy birthday. So
yeah, I sent him. Well, I sent him a link because Roger Rabbit, his birthday is today. He left chat a little while ago, get some sleep. He said, I haven't seen Doug in a while. I said, hold on, let me hit him on Facebook, see if he's awake. I said he's probably at the fire pit, and that's what he was doing.
Oh yeah,
he was at the fire pit, and I was just talking to him about football and tires and whatever else nonsense. We just, shooting a breeze.
All right.
So, trying to get the old viewer stream going. But,
let me go get me some Kool-Aid. I made some Kool-Aid while you stepped away earlier for a second.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Kool-Aid's good. You might buy me some tomorrow. I just got water right here. Elvis loves Kool-Aid because he always thinks the Vikings is going to do something.
Yeah, when you said Elvis wants Cajun to come up there, I'm like, yeah, that was my number one fan.
Yeah.
Can't believe Elvis is my number one fan. I want to be Elvis' number one fan.
Hey? Well, he's cooped up in Graceland all day. He's got to do something.
Yeah, I heard about Lisa Marie.
Yeah. I don't know if they're ever going to do an autopsy on her.
They have died
last month or two.
Yeah, it was about a month ago, something. Anyway,
they'll probably seal her autopsy records for another 100 years.
Huh?
They'll seal her autopsy records for 100 years. Find out she didn't die either. She just got tired of living and she ran away with her father.
Oh, yeah.
Right? It's like the U.S. Marshal Service. They don't stop looking for you until you turn 99. Yeah. So they're looking for Elvis. He's not 99 yet. So technically he's declared alive.
For him, the feds ain't looking for him. They looking for that guy that jumped out the plane with that $150,000 or whatever it was.
Oh, D.B. Cooper?
Yeah, him.
Oh, yeah, I saw a thing recently where they said
him, but they ain't looking for Elvis.
I saw a thing recently where they were saying a woman confessed to that, dressed up as a man, and saying before she passed away in the 90s, saying she was the one that did it, and she sort of, because she was like 6'2" or 6, whatever it was, sort of the same. But D.B. Cooper was shorter than that. But
well, nobody knew the guy. Yeah.
I
mean, the only ones that really know him were the people that saw him.
Well, they said he might have worked for a machinery or something because they said they had this. If I remember right, they did analysis on the tie and they said something like there was silver flecks, like speckled flakes on the tie, and they said it only could have came from the aerospace where the company was at, whatever company he supposedly worked for, machinery place or aeronomics or some kind of high secret tech place, and they said only one of 3 people had access to that place, and it was this guy, the main suspect, and he passed away years ago. And he happened to work at this place in a top secret, like machinery. It's been a while since I read the article, but something to that effect, where he had knowledge of machines and airplanes. They said he might even worked with like Boeing itself. So,
well, he kind of knew that airplane a little bit because he, knew what to do and what not to do, whatever. Know how many feet to tell the pilot to go to, and so he can safely bail out of there.
That's why they were thinking that's why it might have been a Boeing employee. So I mean, who knows? That's probably a case that's never going to get solved anyway. They only found some of the money. Some of the money washed up. They never found the rest of it. And they didn't even find that money until like 10 years after it happened.
On somebody's property.
I think like a 12-year-old. I think in like 1980 or 1981. I think it was a kid, like a 12-year-old, found it on the beach. Found like $10,000.
I thought it was just a few bills or it might have been some money, but I thought it was a guy that found it on his property. By a creek or something. Oh, shit.
I don't know. It was off the banks of something. That's a story I've always heard. It was a kid that found it.
Oh, it was a kid? Okay.
A kid or a teenager found it. I guess he was walking his dog on the beach and it washed up on the beach. Like $10,000 of it. And it was all eroded and stuff, and they matched the serial numbers to it. But they never did find all of it yet. They only found some of it, like 10,000, I think, out of it. And I don't know how much was stolen.
Bigfoot said DB's hanging around in YouTube.
Might. It's not that hard to get lost in the YouTube community, especially the coin community. I only go in a few coin community channels now because I can't sit through 6-hour auctions. I can't do it. I physically can't. I don't go to streams for giveaways really too much anymore. But 2 boys found it. Okay, I thought it was 1 boy that found it.
Oh, okay.
Bigfoot said it. Yeah, I think they found it in Oregon or something. Like it was washed up.
Well, he bailed out California. Like just north of Central California, about 3/4 of the way up, he bailed out. About Oakland or something, he bailed out, I think.
Probably so. But a lot of people think he did it. But the thing is, if he survived, think about this: how come none of the other money, all the other money that was out there, it was never put into circulation? It was never.
Probably was, because that was a long time ago, and he probably had, I don't know, traveler's checks with him or money already to rent a car or whatever,
Maybe
and then
so.
Get out of that area.
But the main suspect, he passed away, I think, in like 1978 or something, 78, 79, they were saying. So
they never did. I still smoke my little cigars, little filtered cigarillos. Cheyenne Classics. That's the most popular cigar they got.
That was the good stuff. Yeah, I did a stream last week because I was feeling bad, but I let it run on YouTube when LSU won the women's title. I did a stream, but I was really sick. I couldn't really talk too much. I let it run for like an hour and a half, and I got a bunch of views, but I only got like an hour. Literally, the average watch time was 1 minute and 29 seconds. So I let it go for an hour and a half, and I got 2 hours of watch time. I only said
Somebody had
I only
called
said like
Johnny
3 to 4
up.
words on that stream, but you know.
Somebody called Johnny Best up and said they told him that the LSU Tigers, the girls basketball team was going. They were in the semis, finals, or whatever. But they said if they win this game, they're going head to head for the national championship.
Yeah, it was last Saturday. They won it. They won 102 to 85.
Free Virus called him. He's in Florida. He's in charge of what's that place in Orlando?
Disneyland?
Not Disneyland. The other one.
Disney World?
Out or
I don't know. I've never stepped foot in the state of Florida, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, look at the shoot.
Elvis thinks I drink beer.
Where was that one place? It was the last one they had built. My buddy Randy Guidry and all them and his cousins, they were all over there doing all heavy equipment work. Tony Araby was one of the bosses. What's the 3 places? They got Epcot Center, Disneyland, and then the other one.
Oh, I can't. I know what you're talking about. I can't think of it.
Paramount or well, look at them big old strawberries. Look at them big strawberries.
Definitely big indeed.
But man, they have some. Now these come from Ponchatoula. Strawberries.
Yep, Ponchatoula ain't that ain't good ways. Ain't too far from me.
No, I know that.
Yeah, because they have the Strawberry Festival here every year.
Right. Universal Studios.
Well, yeah, I had a brain fart.
In Florida.
Yeah, I've never stepped in the state of Florida.
Bill guy likes his beer. No, I don't drink no more.
I drunk a beer once or twice on someone's stream, and they were like, "You're drinking," and I go, "Yeah, I got bored." I don't drink mainly because 1, I don't like the taste of beer or liquor too much. 2, it kills me. So I'm just like, yeah.
I can drink 1 or 2 every now and then or whatever, but after the second one, I just don't have the taste for it no more.
Yeah.
The doctor didn't tell me to quit or nothing, after my last surgery and all that. He didn't, tell me none of that.
They ain't gonna tell you that crap.
He's like, okay. And I said every now and then. So he was like, okay. That's how I can afford my little venture in TV repair and stuff. In fact, Missy bought me a new soldering rework station. I'm trying to upload that video now that she recorded when I opened it yesterday for my birthday. It came in the mail on my birthday. It's a hot air rework station for SMD work, sort of surface mount devices.
Yeah.
Oh, I had a 6-pack of Stella. I don't even know what Stella is.
Me. I didn't drink a 6-pack. I drank a half a bottle of a Stella.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't even mine, and it only was a 6-pack. I couldn't drink it. I didn't buy it. I only drunk it because I was like, what the hell? But sometimes videos, like I posted a video on YouTube a couple of weeks ago, and it wouldn't load. So I had to keep canceling it and reloading it. Oh, that's McFix 858D or something?
Yeah, 858D plus. It's a hot air station. They got to transform it.
It's like a soldering iron, then, basically, sort of.
Yeah, it's for soldering work, but it's for desoldering and then resoldering. But blows hot air out that little stem, and then it's got some other ones in it.
Oh hell, you can come over here and fix my TV then.
No, I can do that with a soldering iron.
I just know what the hell. Well, obviously I'm not. I don't know much about the engines and stuff like y'all do, like you do.
For the surface mount stuff because it's. Oh, watch. Let me show you something here. Blow me up a little bit. Blow me up.
I don't know how. I don't. Oh, hold on. What did I press?
You see that little person down there where I'm at in the bottom, top left of my.
Oh, the square.
The top left, you're gonna see a little people person. And
Yeah,
my picture down there. Look at my picture down below.
Oh, I keep trying to. I don't mean to keep kicking you out. Hold on.
Look at my monitor down below, where you see me, my screen down there. Look in the top left of my screen down in the basement or whatever you want to call it.
It just says edit name, Mike, something.
No,
like that.
Look to the top left corner of my screen down there. Top left, you're gonna see a little people person.
Yeah, I got the what?
Shoulders. Click on that.
Oh, that.
There you go.
Oh, I've never pressed that button before.
Oh, okay. Look, see these transistors?
Yeah.
Right here? And that's soldered on the underside of the board. So here's the top side with all the big parts that are through hole, regular through hole.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you got IC chips on here and all that stuff. And there's a lot of solder on all that right here on those heat sinks and shit. So what you do, you just heat all this up and then you just pop it off the board, pick it up off with tweezers. And you're using this. But this is blowing hot air. And that shit gets hot. I had it on 150 degrees. I was breaking it in.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday I was breaking it in before I actually did use it to change a LED backlight on the TV.
Well, Elvis, if anybody could fix it, he could.
Okay, you can take me down now. Just hit that same button.
Oh.
Now,
I've never pressed that button before.
Okay, now look on the bottom. The third one from the left. The boxes. The third one from the left. Click on that one.
Nah, I hate this view. Yeah, that's what I usually have. Well, when Doug was on.
It don't matter. Just because it's just me and you up, you can put it back where it was.
Oh, it's fine. I'll leave it like this. But when Doug was on, I was pressing because Doug was trying to. He said he's got to learn StreamYards because he wants to do his exercise videos and stuff. And he was like, "Well, I got to learn StreamYards." I said, "I know a little bit of it." I said, "I know how to press certain buttons," and I said, "But I don't do share screen." Obviously, I didn't know what the last one was, but
share screen. That's easy. Just hit present. Say if you got something in your tabs at the top. You're looking something up on Google. You open a new tab, you look something up. When you hit that present button down there, it looks like a little TV or whatever with a plus on it.
Yes, I know what button that is. I've just never pressed it before. That's all.
But you click on that, then it'll come up with a window. Share screen. You hit share screen.
Mm-hmm.
And it might do that again, I think. But anyway, and then it'll ask you Chrome tab or whatever. You just hit Chrome tab.
Yeah.
And then it's going to have a list with all your tabs that are open on top. And I think I got 15 of them open up here. So anyway, it's usually going to be the top one that you just looked at. And you hit that tab right there, and it's there.
I have 24 tabs open right now. Because everybody's live streaming, so I've had 3 people. Right before when Doug was leaving, I was going to go to someone else's stream because they wanted me on their panel, and they were waiting me. They said, "We'll wait until you're done," and that was an hour and a half ago. And I'm like, "Well, maybe she's streaming right now because she wanted me on her panel," and I said, "All right." So, and then someone else wanted me on their panel, so I'm like, "Damn." I don't know. I guess I'm popular tonight. So those 2 people are live streaming right now. So I got those up, and then I just got a bunch of pictures up that I was looking at and stuff. So I got those up, and then of course YouTube's up, Instagram's up, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, well, yeah. So now I'm gonna feel bad because I'm like, well, I'm missing yours. I have their streams popped up. It's just I have the volume down, so it's not gonna count for anything really.
I tell you what, that TV's been unplugged for quite some time, huh? Your TV.
That one has been unplugged for 12 years.
But that still don't mean nothing. They don't have any bleed resistors for the main capacitors, main filter capacitor.
There might still have juice in it. I don't know.
They might still have some juice in them caps.
Probably.
You know, and that fallback transformer might have some. But they usually have a board in there. That one's going to have a board on the bottom of that cabinet that it's in. And usually those capacitors are not on that board. That board is just a little main board, you know.
There's when you take the cardboard,
you could probably tap on that board.
Yeah.
You know, like with a screwdriver handle, and you know, just kind of, you know, lightly tap on that board. And I guarantee you that TV might just come back on.
Maybe so.
That loose solder joint.
It was yeah, because we had it repaired 3 times. It was working when we moved. But what happened is when we moved and we put it down, I went to plug it in, and I guess the connection probably got loose or jostled or something. You know, so, but the back of that thing, if I remember right, it's got screws on each side, and then it comes out, and there's a piece of wood thing. You pull that out, and then there's the board right there. If I remember, I haven't looked at it in years. But yeah, I used to play Xbox on it, and through the speakers, I hear people trash talk me, and I'm like, really? Because I wouldn't wear the headset, but I would hear people through that. But yeah, it was working. It was working fine. It's just when we moved, and I was moving it, and it's on a swivel. I had to put it up on a thing to get it in the house. I had to put it on the dolly and put it sideways to get it up there. It wouldn't go through the thing, and I had to put it through the garage. But still, I had to push it up. And when I pushed it up, I think it jostled it. So I mean, you may be right, but I actually was trying to get somebody to fix it, but there is a guy out here, but he was like, well, we don't do house calls. You have to take it out here.
Well, and, hell.
And I can't fit that. I can't fit that TV in my car, even my old car. I can't fit it in the one now. It's too big. And, you know, so I just actually, my mom's been talking about throwing it out for the last few years. And I said, no, I'm going to keep it. No, it's just well, my dad's the one that bought it. He's like, well, no, if she's going to throw it out, I want it. And I'll come get the thing. And I said, well, no. The only reason why we still have it is because I told her, I said, I want it. So she pretty much gave it to me. Okay. But it's just decoration. That's where the Christmas tree goes. And, you know, it's still sitting there.
You know, those TVs came with that swivel built in on the, you know, it came with a swivel that I think you attached it to the TV when you unboxed it or whatever, got it home from the store. I think when you uncrated it or unboxed it, I don't know if the swivel was on there or you had to just turn it on its back and then.
You got me. Well, Elvis, Cajun knows about that kind of stuff. He's in that small engine community, fix it stuff. That's his thing. He's into that stuff, you know, which is good because you need people. Me, I don't know anything, but I think my dad's the one that
had a radio repair shop for 20 years.
Yeah, so he knows it. I think
electronic technician background. My uncle was a TV man, and his best friend was a radio man, TV man too, but radio mostly because of the CD craze. My uncle and his best friend, they were in the service together right at the last part of World War II, and Uncle Sam gave them their training. They were radio men, and they knew the Army taught them how to fix shit. So,
yeah, I'm trying to remember. I know my dad put that TV. It's been 30 plus years. I'm pretty sure my dad put it together. I remember it came in a box.
1982 or 4 or something like that.
No, that TV? No, 92.
Oh, 92? Okay.
92, 93. I remember we bought it at Campo in Metairie. Because I remember going around Christmas time. I remember going. Yeah. Yep.
Dad won in Lafayette.
Yeah, that's where we went to. We went to Metairie and Campos, and actually Dirt Cheap, where my last job, that was a Campos, and then it closed down, and A1 Appliance bought it, and A1 sold it to Dirt Cheap. So that's how they own it, because they got a lot of a lot of the stuff on the electrical panels say Campo in the inside. So, but yeah, we went and bought that. I want to say it was 92, 93. It was around Christmas because I remember they were talking about John Lennon got shot. The anniversary. So it was in December. I remember that on the radio, listening, going up to Metairie, because I was like 12, 13 years old then. So that I don't remember too much about those days. I do remember that. But it worked pretty good for the first 15 or so years. It wasn't until about maybe 2001, 2002 until it started to mess up. And then I paid somebody $100 to fix it. And about 2 years later, it messed up. And then, so I've been living here for 12 years. So 2010, 11, whenever we moved, I think it was 2010, 11, whenever we moved here, that's when because I tried to plug it in. It was just, it was out. So.
Well, that's you and your sister's house, right?
No, I live with my mom. I don't have a sister.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I took it with me. Yeah, because my mom has no use for it. And I was like, well, I want to put it in my room. But you see, there's a bar. I walk up, and then in my room, I walk down. So I'd have to put the sucker back on the thing. I would put it right here on the dresser, pick that sucker up somehow. But
yeah, they heavy. Those are heavy.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I'm the one that picked it up. Me and my brother picked it up, put it on the dolly to get it in the house. Because even through my garage, you have to step up. There's a step. So we had to push it up and then get it on the dolly and level it out. But once I think what it was is either it probably got messed up when we put it on the U-Haul, or I couldn't tell you. But some point, the connection broke. It may be as simple as just doing what you said, open it up and tapping it, and it might work. You know, I'm not a TV guy, so I have no idea. But
I'm ever in your area.
Yeah.
I don't see it. I don't foresee it. But if I ever have the chance to get in your area, I will bring my soldering iron station.
You can always do a YouTube video on it, fixing an old TV. I mean,
I just bring a multimeter and soldering station. It's about all I need, really.
Well, that's what the guy did last time. He came with a soldering iron. I wasn't really watching him per se. He took a soldering iron and he did something to the board. Took 5 minutes and charged me $250. This was 20 years ago, or whatever last time was fixed.
Service call and all that crap.
Yeah, he goes, so he said something about a joint or something. He's like, this is loose. He's going beep, beep, beep. He tested it with the connection thing. He tested it. He said, this is loose. And he just took the soldering thing out. But I wasn't looking at exactly what he did. I think it was in the top right corner. But he just soldered something. And he goes, okay, ship it FedEx. You know how much money that would cost me, Elvis?
Gee, a lot.
That would cost me more money than the TV's worth. And then you think about this, Elvis. I'd have to send it to Cajun, and then I'd have to pay Cajun, and then I'd have to give him the money to ship it back to me.
No, I wouldn't charge anything anyway. But here's the thing about that TV, which FedEx won't take it anyway. But still, even if they would, okay, that's one package they can't throw over the fence. Because that driver ain't picking that up over anything.
Like, fuck this. I'm just driving the truck off. I'm just driving the truck off the cliff and I'll just jump out. Yeah. That's
how you see YouTube videos about, like what they call collaboration or whatever, just a bunch of clips in one video, like a 5-minute video, you'll have 100 clips. You'll see the UPS driver and FedEx drivers, they throw in boxes on the porches, and all that. FedEx takes pictures now where the drivers have to put the package, because I got a package in with a bunch of parts, electronic parts for TVs. I'm working on a TV right now. And that was the supply board in it you just saw right there. Well,
They all take pictures. It's federal law too now.
Yeah, but they got to take a picture of where they put it at, and they put it right up against my door. On my step against my door. It was just a big envelope. Tall, about that wide, that tall. A foot, 12 inches by 8 inches. With all this stuff in it. That's all ESD bags.
We
capacitors and all that.
We use FedEx at work. They deliver our shipment every day.
I got an email saying your package has been delivered. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm gonna open the door. Sure enough, it was right there. No knock or nothing. UPS guy,
they don't knock.
He's this black guy, man. He bumps it on. Boom,
One time, FedEx delivered something. Hey, Jack, what's going on? One time they delivered something. One time they delivered something, and it was raining, and they put it outside my door. I have these bushes. They put it, which is not under my thing right there under the door. They put it in a plastic bag, but they put it under the bushes. And I'm like, so I had to step out in the rain to get the package. And I called them up. I said, why did you put it under the bushes? And the guy was like, well, I was getting wet. Okay. But at least they put it. It was in a box already. I don't remember what it was, but at least they put it in a plastic bag. They could have took 2 extra steps and put it under the porch where there's the thing right there. Yeah, they could have did it that way. So
my mail lady, Miss Annette, or was it Mr. Benoit? It might have been Benoit. Anyway, I was waiting on something from Miss Ida.
Mm-hmm.
She said, Boo, did you get a package from me? I'm like, oh. So I sent you and Missy something. I'm like, okay. So waited the next day, she said, it says it's delivered. I'm like, So I should have thought about it, but I didn't. It was an afterthought. So the next day, nothing. I was waiting on it. She said it should be over there. The mailman. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I had to go outside for something. I opened the back door, and there it was on my back step. It was raining that day. Benoit delivered it. So my front steps catches the rain, especially like in the winter or the fall, north wind. That rains through my front door and all that. So he didn't want to leave it on the front step. It was going to get soaking wet because he knocked. We were taking a nap, I guess. So he set it on the back step, and I got that overhang. So it didn't get wet on the back step. That's
good.
He does that for me, my mailman. So Jay's a nice Hogan mustache. Oh, Hulk Hogan.
Fu Manchu.
Yeah, that's my uncle Henry from Crowley. It was only about this long. One time I was about 16 or 17, and I had me a mustache, and I always kept it about right here though. And he said, "Look, Fu Manchu." Was that? No, my cousins passed away. And he's like, "Fu Manchu."
My grandpa, the last few years when he was alive, he had one. He had a Fu Manchu, and it was all gray. He had it till right before he the day before he passed away. Before when he knew he was going, he was like, "Yeah, I want to go clean shaven." So my dad shaved off everything. He wanted to be clean shaven when he passed away for whatever reason. So, so my dad shaved it off and everything, and because most of his life it wasn't until after Katrina, the last 10 years of his life, he decided to grow a Fu Manchu because he never had a mustache or nothing. He was always clean cut, always, and then later on, whether it was he had trouble getting around or, he just let it grow. Yeah, I'm going to bring back the Raleigh Fingers mustache. That's right. I ordered the wax. I ordered the wax in the mail. So when I do cut this.
I never thought about that. hell, I trimmed mine. I could have. Hell, I could roll mine. Well, I could. Well, a little bit. There we go. It's long enough, but I trimmed it. Hell, it was even longer than that. Hell, this
There we
was
go.
2 inches long. This was like this not long ago. Well, I did this yesterday anyway. I shaved
Yeah, I
this,
got it going.
but I mean, I always was clean right here, but right here, but I don't know what I was thinking. I took my guard off my clippers because I was clipping. I needed to clip, and I was gonna just, make this short.
Yeah.
Make this short right here, regular goatee, but leave the handlebars. The Fu Manchu. Well, I took my guard off and I went like, oh man.
That is why I don't trim. See, everybody said I should trim. I said I'm gonna mess it up, and if I mess it up, I'm gonna have to shave it. So I kind of just let mine grow, and then I snip it here, snip it here, snip it there. But eventually, I am gonna shave it.
But I wanted it short, like with the number 3 or 2, whatever number guard I got. But I took my guard off, and then when I went to do this right here, okay, because I was a little long. And then when I went to just knock this down to number 2, I passed the bare clippers on it. I'm like, oh man. Because I ain't had this gone for, I don't remember.
Yeah, I put it down like that, but
I don't remember.
Enough where I put it right up like that.
Yeah. Oh no. Tomorrow I'm gonna knock them off right here to right here.
And then I push it down.
You don't like it, so
well,
saving that for we go
there we go.
tomorrow for your birthday. They doing a birthday party and Easter. They're combining the two. I got 2 stacks of crawfish in my Jeep, big crawfish.
Party at Boudreaux's.
No, at my mother-in-law's. And
oh, okay. We'll go there too.
Big Mamoot.
Ah, we'll always go on that one. Yeah.
If I had Doug's number, I'd call him and invite him over.
I got Doug's phone number.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Well, I have it in my old phone. I've only called him once.
I think I got his number, but you see, I'm uploading a video. I don't want to mess around in my phone. It says still.
Well, I got Doug on Facebook.
Huh?
I got Doug on Facebook.
No.
But I haven't. Well, I don't have it on this phone. I don't have it on my newer phone. I have it on my. I have it on the flip phone, but I don't have that flip phone plugged in.
I got it. Second from the bottom. Doug's
okay.
Power shop.
Yeah, well, I told Doug I'm going to do a stream tomorrow. I don't know, maybe 2 o'clock or so, 3 o'clock. I don't know. I'm going to do like an hour stream, something. So, but I always send Doug the link so you can pop on. I already saw this cold check. They're playing it again. They had those horsemen.
I hope this is more than 10%, 9%. Yeah, I might do that. I might call him tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see what.
Sometimes with YouTube,
see how many people show up though.
Yeah. Sometimes with YouTube, one time it told me 8.5 hours for a 5-minute video, and what I did after about an hour, I canceled it and I re-uploaded it, and it started going right away. So it depends on YouTube.
I done did that 3 times.
Oh yeah, it's just a YouTube glitch. It might not load until tomorrow.
No, I was uploading it yesterday evening.
Mm-hmm.
And I check it today about 3 o'clock, and it's at 9% upload. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it should have been uploaded by now.
I mean, it went real fast to 9% today. I mean, just now. I tried it 3 times today.
Yeah, because if it's still at 9%, I would just keep doing it until. But if it's like a 90-some%, one time I had a video at 92%, it froze. It wouldn't go through. and I canceled it, and I just redid it, and it went just like that. Well, of course, yeah. See, Elvis, you don't know Louisiana lifestyle. Crawfish is a national pastime.
Oh yeah.
I can't eat it because I think
ain't
I'm
ate
allergic.
any
I don't
this year
know.
yet, though. I don't think.
No,
Let
it's
me.
pretty low out here right now. Crawfish prices.
Yeah, I got these for 45 a sack, and they, big crawfish. Everybody else wants 80, 70, and 80. Well,
yeah.
I know Caleb, so.
Well,
Caleb,
it's getting to that season. I mean, summer came early this year.
No, I mean we've been catching crawfish since last October, November down here.
Yeah, you can always get them.
They do it when they finish with the rice. They flood in the fields for the crawfish over here. So last October of last year is when they start putting cages out.
Yeah, that's always a good thing.
Board.
15 pounds of mug bugs in the ice box. Yeah. All set to go.
It's on 9%.
Huh. See, I don't. Yeah, if it's at 9% that long, how long is the length of your video? Because it's done that to me with a 5-minute video.
14 minutes.
Oh, well, that's going to take longer, but it shouldn't have. It should have already loaded by now. Because once it goes uploaded, it goes after it loads and it does some checking. It'll go checking, and then it'll just. Yeah, that's like that. That's that YouTube glitch. If you check it in like 2 or 3 hours, it's still stuck at 9%. It's not going to move.
No, but I don't know why it's doing that because, well, that's let me think. No, I uploaded videos from my phone to YouTube already. My Mardi Gras videos with Paul Dick, Robert Elkins, Cajun Gold up on stage. Yeah.
This phone, for whatever reason, it came with too much whatever. It only lets me do like a minute, and then it cuts the sound off. My old phone, it does it pretty good, but that phone, I don't even know where I put it. Not the flip phone. This piece of crap. It works on this one, but it freezes a lot. Like lately, it don't pick up the connection. See, old one, new one. This sucker is like half the size.
What's your new one? What's the name of it?
It's Samsung.
Oh, that's what I got.
It's Galaxy.
I got a Galaxy with the
my brother put the thing on the back of it, so I don't know. It's Galaxy something.
3. I got 3 cameras on
this.
It's
the Verizon one.
Yeah. So yeah.
And of course
it's probably the 812 or the 813.
I don't know. Of course, the flip phone's still right here. I just don't have any power to it anymore.
Right.
Because I still have to charge it, but I have your number on this one. I don't have it on this one, but I have. It's as long as this thing works, it's there. I just don't call anybody. Hey, Mr. Magoo's on my television set.
I got 15 pounds of mud bugs in the icebox. Go ahead, Jack. I got 70 pounds, I think, 2 sacks, 32, 34 pounds a piece. So 65 to 72 pounds. I don't know how much they weigh. I don't know. They don't sell them by the pound. They just sell them by the sack. I got the Galaxy Samsung A13 is the one I got. I got mine through Spectrum Internet.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Spectrum just sent me a thing saying my bill is due. I just paid it.
No.
I don't know how to take this cover off, Elvis, and I'm not going to because I didn't put it on.
A13, Elvis. A-13. I bought it from Spectrum. Well, I'm paying for it in my monthly bill, but I'm paying $10 a month for the phone and $14.24 for the service, for self-service. You know, my plan that I got, and it'll never go up, and but naturally it ain't gonna go down. But my bill is $24.24 a month for my phone. You know, that's the price of the phone and the service. So once my phone's paid for, my service is going to be $14.24. That's how much a month my
Ain't too
phone
bad.
pays. No, that's cheap. But I don't have that unlimited data though.
I don't have unlimited data either. Mine rolls over.
I think I just got 2 gigs of data and that's it. But I don't think it rolls over. I'm pretty sure it don't.
Mine does.
Because I went over my data plan in the hospital, and somebody said that they would help me out with it. You know, one of the YouTubers said, "Oh, I'll send you some money to stay live." So I stayed live on it, and because that was the only way, because the Wi-Fi at the hospital wouldn't worth a crap. This past visit at the hospital for 3 weeks, but the visit before for a month, yeah, their Wi-Fi was great in the hospital. They had Spectrum, but what they did, they had that too many people were on the Spectrum, and it was slowing their computers down. So they took the smaller Wi-Fi and let the guests, the patients, get on the smaller Wi-Fi, and they took over the big Wi-Fi for themselves. Go to your settings, and it'll tell you in there. Yeah, I know what I got. A13. Yeah, you go to settings, and I think it'll say my phone or something.
It says Galaxy A03s.
A03s.
That's what the model name is.
A13.
Model name. Model number is S13.
Oh, you got the A13 like I got. Okay.
This says 803. I don't know. I didn't buy it. My brother bought it. It says A03. So I don't know. He's like, which phone do you want? I said, pick one.
One is this one.
Oh, yeah.
But,
I was trying to bring up my track phone. My track phone will pop up.
That's a leather thing I got from Marlboro, and I don't smoke Marlboro, but I'm in their community thing, whatever. Never let an adventure go by. You know, and that's leather, embossed leather and all right there. So anyway, I forget what I have for that, but the batteries last forever in these things, man. A charge lasts forever.
This one I only have to charge every couple of days or a week, like a week or two.
Let me see the back of your cameras. Let me see the back of your phone.
This thing?
Yeah. No, you got a different model because your cameras are different than mine. See what your
A03. That's what it said. Galaxy A03.
Look, you see right there where my my flash is for my cameras is down in between the first and second one. Yours is even with the top.
I just told my brother, goes, what do you want, an iPhone? I said, I don't care. Pick one that's cheap and works. I don't really care. I don't call anybody on this thing. I still got this picture on here. I gotta take that one off. I got picture, whatever. I took all my other stuff off, but yeah, I don't call anybody really on here. I got rid of most of the apps because this phone came with a bunch of apps. I can't film videos. So, I mean, I can, but 40 pounds.
I got 40 pounds ball Friday at $3.26 a pound. Gonna make some crawfish A250 tomorrow. And well, that's right. Isn't Jack here in Louisiana?
Yeah, he's in the parish.
Of Alls?
No. I forget when I say that. No, he's in
St. Bernard.
St. Bernard thereabout. Yeah.
Yeah, there's 2 parishes say the parish.
I know. When I
It's
say that to
Evolve
my
and
aunt,
St.
she goes,
Bernard.
"Evolves."
Who says that? Just your
When I
aunt?
go to my aunt, 'cause my aunt lives in Evolves Parish. When I say
Yeah,
the parish, she goes,
yeah,
"Oh, you're referring to Evolves?"
yeah.
Or like when I said that to somebody in Walmart one time, and she goes, "Where are you from originally?" I said, "The parish." She goes, "Oh, you from here?" And I go, "No, the other parish, the one
Yeah.
that represents."
St. Bernard. See, I always think when somebody says the parish, I always think of Voss because it's
Oh,
right here. You know,
yeah, you
I mean, I'm
closer.
in St. Landry, and St. Landry, I think, butts up to of oils up there somewhere.
Yep.
Way to the west. See, I'm on the extreme west side of St. Landry. St. Landry goes
When
all the way to Chapelai River and all that, way to the east
St.
coast.
Landry, I can tell you this is the joke we have. They paved St. Landry. You get to St. Landry, here's the state, here's the parish line. You get to Evolves Parish, it's right there. All of a sudden you're going, do, because their roads are shitty. You go.
You
So,
said that
we
right.
pass up there by Shelley's, I think it's called, or Stella's supermarket. That way, go right to St. Landry, go through that, and then Evolves is right there. And you go, that's how we know we're in Evolves
Uh-huh.
Parish. Because I wake up, if I'm sleeping, I wake up and I go, oh, must be in Evolves. The roads are bumpy.
Oh no, actually, St. Landry. Well, over here on this side, and the roads are messed up. They are, and we got gambling. St. Landry has gambling.
Well, they're paved on this. They were paved the last two times they were paved. It's paved up 71 that way. It
Yeah.
stops right at the parish line, literally.
What then? You mean St. Landry is a good road or a bad road?
The good road. St. Landry's the good road. Evolves is the terrible road.
Around here, man. 29, the Chautauqua Highway. That. Oh man, that thing is so messed up. They keep trying to patch it, and oh boy, man, that would all.
Oh, they had it. They had it. It's brand new pavement. It's smooth as can be.
They got.
Last time I went
They
down.
just did the highway from Evangeline Parish, Mamou.
Yeah.
On the Mamou Highway, they just now that's all brand new. Highway 13 from the bridge Bayou Duquesne. That's all brand new, fresh blacktop from the bridge. That's the line, Parish line, by Lakeview Park, all the way down to Crowley. But you see now, when you get on the south side of Eunice, you're in Acadia Parish.
Yeah.
And Acadia Parish, they got good roads all the time. They got gambling. Now look, Evangeline Parish don't have gambling, and they got all good roads. We got gambling in St. Landry, and we got messed up roads.
Man, yeah, I don't know about. I mean, I don't know about the rest of them, but yeah, I mean, like I said, the last time, last year they were paving it. The last time I went up, so I mean, the time before that. So the last time I went up that way, off of 71, going that way, yeah, that whole stretch is paved, and then it's right up to Evolves. All of that, as soon as you hit the parish line from St. Landry to Evolves, all of a sudden you got the crappy roads again. So they must have put their money on that side to pave the road, St. Landry's.
Hi, Trislyn. How you doing, Chad?
Trislyn, how you doing? That sounds close to Treelyn, that YouTuber that comes I talk to in here.
6-year-old daughter? Oh, I thought Jack was a man of my age or something.
No, Jack. No, he said he's got his 6-year-old daughter.
Yeah, I know, but
I
got a 12-year-old going on a 13-year-old granddaughter. I always thought Jack was around my age.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss Barbara, how you doing, Chad?
So yeah, earlier when I started the stream, I had my thing off. I'm probably gonna turn it off again. Yeah, there we go.
I didn't know Jack was in the
yeah.
Bernard. That's a Creole tomato country right there.
That's where I grew up at, St. Bernard. Yeah.
That's where the LSU that's where they found the best soil for the Creole tomatoes, because LSU is the one that came up with that variety. That brand of tomatoes, that was LSU that came up with that. The Creole tomatoes. And the best soil for Creole tomatoes or any tomato is St. Bernard Parish. That's the best soil for tomatoes over there.
So it's right on the Mississippi River. That's why it gets all the sediment.
River silt sediment from the years and the years and the years.
Yep.
And oranges too. Orange trees. There's a lot of orange trees down in Port Sulphur and Empire, Burris, and all that. My aunt used to have orange trees down there when they lived in Port Sulphur. My uncle was an engineer at the plant over there, the Sulphur plant.
Yeah.
And if you go out in the Gulf, straight east of Port Sulphur, if you go out in the Gulf, you'll see the old sulphur rigs out there. Now that's across the Chandelier Islands, not in Chandelier Sound, but when you go over I think it's in the Gulf. It's not in Chandelier Sound. That's where all the sulphur rigs were.
Oh yeah, I know. I think I know.
Pumping all of that to the mainland in Port Sulphur.
Let me see.
They hit a big old pocket of sulphur when they were drilling for oil, and then they hit a sulphur deposit, and they drilled more rigs around it. That's what started Port Sulphur. You know, all them plants over there.
Oh yeah.
42. Okay, well you're not quite up in my age, but 21-year-old. Yeah, my youngest daughter is 33. She lives over in Walker North, not Walker South Road. But she's the manager over at a donut shop in Walker, the one on the west side of Walker.
I know where to get my donuts at now.
On Greenville Spring Grove. Which is what, 190?
Yeah.
Isn't Greenville Springs Road Highway 190?
Where, out here or?
Around Walker and all that.
I'm not sure. I think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
I mean, I really only go out that way maybe once or twice a year when I'm going to my aunt's house. That's when I pass. I think from here to her house, I go through 7 parishes, 7 or 8. So, because I kind of know the list.
They had 2 main drags before the interstates, and that was Highway 90 and Highway 190.
Yeah.
And I thought that Greenville Springs Road, because I remember seeing 190 signs on Greenville Springs Road when we go to Greenway Billiards on the
probably so.
Jesse Romeg on that.
Will she FedEx donuts to New York? Probably. Hey, they ship king cakes out everywhere. Might as well do donuts.
Yeah.
Well, there's a channel I watch, and he did a live stream last week, and I think it was his first or second live stream. He does driving. It's 504 road trips, and he's from the parish. I don't know where he lives at now, but he's been everywhere. He drives everywhere. He drives from here to like West Virginia. He's been doing a lot of Louisiana, Mississippi driving lately. He films it. And he explains where, history of the town that he's in, this and that.
Oh, okay.
And he's got about 10 or 11,000 subscribers. He's not a big YouTuber, but he's big enough.
I think I know what you're talking about. What's the channel name?
504 Road Trips.
Yeah, I think I've seen him already. Let me look him up.
Yeah, it's a husband and wife team, but I don't really see the wife too much. And he did a live stream last week where he was on Geocast or something. He was guessing where it was, where they would have a picture. Where is this at? We were guessing what state it was in, and he would go, "Oh, let me find a truck," and it would have like a 618 or a 31. Oh, let's look that up. I want to try to interview him one time because he was doing one recently. He was on the St. Bernard Ferry. and he did a
Yeah, he was in, he was in Mississippi
about
a couple
that.
days ago.
Oh, he did. I haven't checked his channel since last week, but I like
US
it.
Highway 61 South, the whole thing, 1,400 miles.
Oh yeah, yeah. He does those long.
Wisconsin, Iowa, Missouri.
Huh? He gets enough Patreons, people pay him to do it, so why not? Shit. But that's a good channel if you like watching stuff, and he does history on it, and he's got a soothing voice. I forget his name. It's a husband and wife team, but the wife's never. I think the wife films it and he narrates it. I think that's what it is. But
Oh, okay.
yeah.
The world's longest overwater bridge, Lake Pontchartrain Causeway. Yeah. Baton Rouge, Louisiana hoods.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in the hoods, all right.
He's everywhere. Yeah, he did a thing from.
We'll have to see if he got anything on Eunice or Abbeville or.
I think he does. I remember watching something about Abbeville somewhere. I'm pretty sure he does. A lot of these videos he does, it'll be from like 6 months before. He'll say the date he recorded it because he did the one from the ferry and it was 6 months before. The recent ones were like 2 or 3 weeks out. But he did one series on the bridges. But I'm pretty sure he does. He's been down here 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, he's got one right here. He's got a road trip number 354, US 190 West and I-49 at Opelousas to Highway 13, Eunice, Louisiana. Then he's got, then the next one, 355, is 190 West.
Yeah, tell him I sent you there, Jack, so he'll know me.
Eunice to Elton. Okay, that ain't far. Eunice to Elton ain't far. Elton's 8 miles, 9 miles probably.
Oh shit! One video he did driving, not in the city, in my city of course, but he did it on the other side where he was like, "Let's drive through the neighborhoods."
Oh, I already watched it. Yeah, you see, I told you I knew that guy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I forget his name, but he did a live stream last week and I was in it. He doesn't do many live streams, but we were just playing games like on Geocast. He was like, "Okay, we're gonna like he was pulling out a picture," and I was like, "Let's find this, let's find where this is from." And we were looking at the pictures and we were finding like vans with like the area codes, and he goes, "I wonder what that area code is." And he see the highway sign. And he goes, "Okay, I know what state that's in." One of them I thought was Nebraska and it was Boston. He goes, "No, because I know that area code." And I'm like, "Okay." But seems pretty cool. He was cool with me. But
when I was going, looking in the video, I hit Eunice, enter in the search video search thing, and said Opelousas to Eunice, then not Eunice to, and I could see the red lines under where I watched it already.
Yeah, I've seen that video. I've seen he was doing one last week where and I haven't went back and checked it yet. He started in New Orleans and he was doing one going through Mississippi. Came through here, went through the back ways, and came through Picayune, went past Picayune, going up that way. And he was like, "Oh, part 3, part 4, whatever it was of that particular series that he was doing." But I haven't checked back on it yet, so I don't know if he posted it. Because he did his live stream last Saturday, I think it was, and I think it was the first. He said it. Well, he don't do many live streams. It was like the first or second one I think that he did. He's like, I might have to start doing more live streams. He had like 10 people in his live stream. So. But I told him, I said, I like your channel. I said, now you from the parish? I said, well, shit, I'm going to have to interview you one of these days.
There you go.
But that's what I'm trying to do. I have 3 or 4 YouTubers that already said I'm gonna interview them. Now they don't have a whole lot of subscribers. One of them's got some subscribers, but that's what I want to do. Start interviewing YouTubers. It don't have to be big YouTubers. Just hey, promote your channel. Hey, do it. Like a one-on-one type of thing, and do it that way. Because I'm already going to interview this lady from the UK. I just have to figure out the time difference. It's 6 hours. So obviously I can't interview at 8 o'clock at night. I'd be 2 o'clock in the morning, her time. So,
It's 6 hours difference between us and the UK.
Mm-hmm. Well, up until a few weeks ago, it was a 5-hour difference because they just had their daylight savings time last week.
It's always 6 hours. Because they 3 weeks off of their daylight savings time.
Yeah,
there's a 3 weeks difference, but all during the summer, during when we on daylight savings all together, it's 6 hours.
Yeah.
Miss Lorna, she's a coin collector in England, and it's 6 hours. Now maybe Ireland might be 5 hours. And Ireland's in the UK.
Hey, Elvis, if that brings the viewers, I'm all for it. Right?
Right.
Hey, whatever. Hey, if it helps me, if it helps my channel out and it helps her channel out, I'm all for it. It's a win-win. So, yeah, because there's two women. They both said yes, but I just have to figure out a time, and then I'll interview them. One's like a psychic, and the other one, I think she's psychic paranormal too. So
watch out, they might be telling your secrets.
Well,
they're gonna be digging some skeletons out of your closet, boy.
That ain't that. You ain't know what you ain't know. They probably make up stuff on me.
I had old Tibbs Tools and Reviews in my panel last night. And he's from Lafayette. And he's got the Lafayette accent,
Oh, yeah.
You can tell about what part of the state you're from by your accent. Me, I'm from, like in a coastal city, down there. So we got a certain accent. Then you go like by south of Crowley. You go by Kaplan, they got, accent, a little different. And then you get to Lions Point, oh boy, ain't nothing but French over there. People that speak more French than English,
Back going to Picayune on Monday.
Yeah, I saw that. I wonder if they still got old Wayne Lee's store over there in Picayune.
Maybe. I don't know. See, when 504 did his trip last week and the week before, he went through Picayune. He went through the main highway. And I think he did it like a couple weeks before that prior. But,
yeah.
Because I didn't know much. I started
up a couple of days ago.
Oh. Yeah, he puts out a video every couple of days. Well, it was like part 3, part 4, whatever it was out of a certain series he was doing. But he named it like number 1000, but he was saying part 2, part 3. So he started in New Orleans, came through here, then went through the back way, which I never known about that. Where he went through the back way where Rooms to Go is and went that way. Because I was like, where is he going? I didn't know that led to and that part led to the back way of Picayune, which I never knew about. And then he went through Picayune. I think it was Morgantown. I think it was a city and another city, which I never heard of before. And I'm like, okay. And then he said part 3 coming out in a few days. And that was last week. So I never went back and checked it yet. So I'm sure it's already out there by now.
I know, right when you get to, what's that, when you getting out of Louisiana, getting into Mississippi, they got the Stennis Space Center.
Yeah.
Whenever you turn down that road, well, that dead ends, well, for the public, it dead ends at where they build the space shuttle engines at. And you're not supposed to be, go in there, but that road goes up and like they got houses all up in there that house the workers, I guess, and all that. You can look at it on a map. Satellite.
Yeah, you turn off at 2, Yeah, you turn off at exit 2,
Mm-hmm.
and then because that's how you get to the slipper. But if you go the other way, yeah, I've never been down all the way down that way, but I've always heard it ran into a dead end, and it was like it's like out here where they
That's
have
a
the
dead
weather
end to
service.
the public because of the place where
Yeah.
they build those space shuttle engines. You know.
Well, it's when I work like out here when I worked at Academy. You go down Airport Road and you keep going. You go down for about 10 miles. You get to a point where the land stops because they have the National Weather Service out there. They treat that like NASA. And they put up signs, do not enter, blah, blah, blah. They got signs everywhere. So the road ends. So you have to turn around and go all the way back. There's a road going one way and a road going the other way. They have them blocked off. You used to be able to go down those roads, but then the city blocked it off. Because they said something about cars going down that way interferes with the data, the satellite. I don't know what it is they said. So, because I told my friend, I was like, you know you're not supposed to go down this street. And he's like, what are they going to do? And I said, I guarantee a cop's going to come in 2 minutes because they do. And sure enough, he's turning around, there's a cop. And I'm like, they got you on camera probably going down that. Because he's like, I want to go to the weather service. Which you're not allowed to. You need credentials to go on that property.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, I said, I don't want to get shot at, man. I don't want to get. That's a government complex building. I don't want to get shot at.
The men in camouflage.
Like, but it's only like it's 10 miles down the road.
Like at Area 51, they call them the men in camo instead of the men in black. They're the men in camo because they all wear, the desert.
Area 51 is a smoke screen. It's Area 52.
Oh, Area 52. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. No, Area 51's the popular one, but I always say from reading books and this and that, Area 51 is just the distraction thing. They said everybody, the real people saying what you ought to worry about is Area 52. Nobody talks about that one.
Now wait, I'm talking about the one that they finally admitted there's air base there and all that. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, it's Area 51. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, they had this tour guide, and it's like a SUV. This guy's driving, and people pay to go, to go tour, and you get to the sign. Area 51, whatever, just a military installation, do not enter, and blah blah. Well, right before that sign, this driver, one of the passengers in the back, asked him a question, and he turned around to answer it, to look him in the eye and answer it, and he whizzed by that damn sign. And his cameras, his dash cam, and I think some of the passengers, they were filming it, and they didn't tell him he just whizzed by a sign. Well, the men in camo were right behind him, and it didn't take but 10 seconds, And you're like, what's the matter, officer, or whatever you are? Well, you on restricted property. Says, no, I'm not. Oh, yeah, you are. You whizzed by the sign back there. And he was like, I never seen no sign. Well, when the person said, yeah, I saw the sign, I asked him a question, and I was videoing him, and I seen the sign. So the guy looked, and sure enough, the guy was turned around when he passed the sign up. So anyway, I think the guy got fired or something like that.
Probably so. They have signs all
let
out.
Everybody go as a natural, it was an honest mistake. They wasn't trying to sneak on the land, but like I said, not the men in black, the men in camo, and it didn't take but 10 seconds. And when they spotted him, they all that's after him.
Yeah, they're like, where the hell are you going? That's a general idea.
You.
Yep. Oh,
Look, I'm gonna let you go, Phil Guy. I know I kept you on here too long already.
No, that's fine. Yeah, I've been going 4 hours. Yeah. I'm gonna see if Mosh is still streaming or CV. If one of them's still streaming, I'll jump on and see if they want me on their panel still or not. But or otherwise, I'll just take a nap.
There you go. Yeah,
But of course, I appreciate you popping up. I'm gonna stream tomorrow. I told Doug. He told me to send him the link. It might be 1, 2, 3 o'clock. If you're around and you ain't doing nothing, I'll send you the link too.
Right.
But I ain't going 4 hours tomorrow. It's probably gonna be an hour, maybe 2.
Be at my mother-in-law's till
I
don't know 7 or something, because I don't know what time they want to start the crawfish ball.
Oh, okay.
My nephew, he's going to be doing that anyway. So
yeah, I mean it's all good. I just figured I would throw it out there. If you can't, I understand, of course.
All I did was go pick up crawfish. I got 2 ice chests in the Jeep, and I got a sack of crawfish in each ice chest, and I got a big ice maker in the ice box I got in the freezer, and make ice. Well, they didn't have it was off. The little handle was raised up all the way, so it wasn't. The tray wasn't full. Like 20 pounds of ice. I think that is 20 pounds of ice that thing makes. And so I had to go get a 20-pound bag. But anyhow, I think it makes 10 pounds. Yeah, 10 pounds. So anyway, I took the ice I had out and I put it in a grocery T-shirt bag, and I tied a knot in the top, and I threw it over 1 sack of crawfish, closed the lid, and I had in mind that, I was just going to pull the plugs off the ice chest and drain the water, when the ice melted. But guess what? Those ice bags didn't melt. I went got a bag and I put on there. Them ices are froze solid. And I don't know what made it do that. I didn't salt it or nothing, but they froze solid.
Yeah. Happy Easter, of course. Although we have 17 minutes here to Easter, but it's close enough.
Yeah. Happy Easter, everybody. And y'all know the routine. Look, it's good being north of the grass. All right. Stay safe, be that way. Be safe, stay that way. All right. And as always, love, peace, and crackling grease. And we'll catch y'all later.
Appreciate you, Woodrow. Good night.
Appreciate you having me up, Phil Guy.
Anytime.
Catch you later.
See you. All right. So, I went 3 hours, almost 4 hours tonight. So that ain't too bad. Nobody else is going to pop on the panel because that I know of. But I appreciate Grumpy Stack, a.k.a. Doug, and Boudreaux, a.k.a. Cajun Corn Hunter. And if Cajun's video ever drops, I would suggest y'all go watch that and go check out his Boulaquette channel, cooking channel. Does a lot of cooking stuff. Telling you, Cajun cooking is the best out there. I mean, it's just it just is. I mean, it's just But Barbara, I appreciate you, Jack. Everybody else that was on stream, Roger. Happy birthday to Roger, of course. Happy Easter, Barbara. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow on Scotty's stream. I'm going to do a stream in the afternoon, probably, I don't know, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, somewhere in that range. Hopefully YouTube notifies everyone, but, I'll do an Easter stream. Why the heck not? See if people jump in there. I don't expect many people to because, but I'm not doing anything tomorrow except resting myself. So, yeah, I'm going to go see if Masha's streaming or CV might still be on because they both was going to, I kind of feel bad that I ran over because Masha was waiting for me to end my stream. But, she's probably still on. So I'm going to go check out Mayhem and Miracles if she's streaming. So I'll see you tomorrow on Scotty's, Barbara. So happy Easter to you. Happy Easter to everyone. I appreciate y'all checking out this stream. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. So have a good night.